Alright, I got us unmuted.
Unmuted, wow.
Just, just for a minute or two, so that we can get everybody in there.
Yeah, I want to see chat.
I see some chat.
I still want to see chat
Hi, chat.
bananas.
Hello.
Bananas. Did it. Na.
What did you guys drink this morning?
I got
Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Monster.
Oh, God. Do you need an answer? Do I really need to say the
No,
answer?
no. You guys are like on a different level today. Maybe I'm just way down. I don't know, but
We gotta
I
bring
just
you
feel
up.
like the old man of the group right now.
We gotta bring you up.
I mean,
This
I
is
am
a
the old
topic.
man of the group. Let's be real, but I'm just feeling it today.
Yeah, I feel older than you, so let's go.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Let's see.
Do you have chat displaying on the overlay, Tystra, when the screen goes off?
What?
What?
Okay, never mind.
I was like, wait, what?
I meant like, do you have chat displaying on stream too, or no?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not on this page, probably.
Then fuck it, I'm just gonna post it.
What is up, my dudes? Those emotes, as courtesy to JMO, or from JMO, freaking made my new emotes and then put on my favorite right there, Skadoosh. There we go.
Weeb.
Hell yeah, I am.
Weeb alert! Weeb alert!
Alright. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Oh! Oh!
Shut up!
Oh! Jesus
Welcome to
Christ.
what happens when I let the inmates run the asylum.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. Alrighty, Global Gang. It is your host for this week, Taisha Daisetsu, and welcome to episode 18. I am joined by my wonderful, wonderful co-host, as always, Mr. Alec Hunter, 1982,
What's up?
Anthony JMO,
Yo.
and of course, Trevor is on guard.
I fucking hate you so much.
Trevor Isengard, everybody.
Okay, guys.
And today we have a very special guest on the channel. You guys may have seen him streaming every now and again on Twitch.tv. Of course, it is the one and only Callow Gaming. Callow, how you doing?
Yo, it me. Hi. Doing great, man.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. You could always follow him on the Stuffy Stuffs. Give me just a moment, because apparently I'm a dumb idiot face and forgot to do this real quick.
Yeah,
Forgot to
Baka.
change. Yeah, Baka.
You're only 18 weeks into this job, dude. What's up?
I know. I'm still fresh out of college.
Get in there.
If I can get this stuff fixed up properly. There we go. For some
Don't
reason,
hire interns.
yeah, don't hire the interns, guys. But obviously, check out Callow on Twitter. He is at Callow_tweets, and then obviously twitch.tv/Callow Gaming, where you could just see the black screen going on.
Yeah, I need to update a few things.
I love your channel art, by the way.
Yeah, we just updated that. I actually need to put that on the Twitter. So we were making that for something that I'll talk about in a little bit, but yeah, updated a lot of stuff. Slowly getting reactive on Twitter, and obviously Twitch has been pretty consistent.
Of course,
But
of
yeah, the
course.
new art was super fun to like just make and
I
I don't know,
see
just
it.
get a new.
Let's see. I can't find your art. Sad face.
Oh, I don't think I posted it on Twitter.
Sad
so.
face.
Big yikes.
Because I actually am gonna change that background and probably the profile picture. I need to update the Twitter. So, as I say, like to everything that I'm going to do, I'm like, it'll happen eventually. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And alright, guys, so Callow, as we always do with every single guest that we have on the channel, we like to ask 4 very hard, non-multiple choice questions, so hopefully you have the answers that we're going to be asking for here. So, you should be. First question. How and when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
So I got into Dokkan Battle pretty much right after the 2-year anniversary on Global. I remember, so I was watching a video from like Shady Penguin or whatnot, and they were talking about like, oh my god, LR Gohan, and I was like, sweet, I'm gonna start playing this game, and I'm gonna re-roll a million times and get LR Gohan, and then I re-rolled for like a week and never got him. But started with like a nice like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and like I believe the Super Vegito was like how it started. But yeah, that was 2 years, more than 2 years ago now. I think we're approaching 3. And then yeah, slowly just decided to start dumping more and more time and money into the game over the years.
And here we
Cool.
are.
That's what we like to hear.
All right, and then second question: what is your favorite unit?
Most important question.
Right. I have a couple answers to this. One's a very obvious and popular answer right now, which would be the new UI Goku. I'm loving him like crazy, but he's also the new hotness. So like, got to take that with a grain of salt. But I think what I'm gonna like fall back to is the AGL LR Gohan, who I've been hyping up forever. Because I love his unit, I love his category. He is the one, well, he was the big category unit that allowed me to be like, oh cool, I can throw every one of my favorite units on to a single category.
Pretty much.
And I'm still holding out to this day. Bandai, please, just
Oh, you don't have
give
him
me
yet?
help. No, I have him. We went crazy when he came out. I got him. It's literally the only negative that I can ever like bring out about him is his transformation condition, and I'm still holding out because there's 2 ways they can fix it: through an easy A
No.
or unit exclusive equipment.
Yes.
Like, give him a unit I don't care what it is. Unit exclusive equipment that's like Android 16's head. Like, what I don't care. What do you got to do? Like, it's fine. It
Okay,
just acts as though 16's there the whole time.
I will also say, just real quick, I don't like his transformation. Personally.
Get out.
He loses. Okay. This we talked about this before, I think. But he's just like Tech Trunks, you know. He stacks and stacks and stacks, and he's awesome. And then you lose all of that when you active skill. So it's
feel
like,
ya.
why? Like
Why?
short events, yeah, kick ass. That's fine. Do whatever you want to do. Short event. For like a long event, you just fucked yourself.
Well, I mean, the nice part is his transformation's an active skill. So like,
That's true. You get to choose. If
I
you
would
want
like
it
to
or
have
not.
access to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, because obviously
That's
after
true,
you've
the
gone to the
option.
Legendary Goku event far enough, like, I will transform all the time.
Yeah.
People are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? He's gonna take damage. I was like, no, he's not. He's still at like 300k defense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he loses like half of it, but he'll still have a lot. Yeah,
So
I feel you.
it would just be to have the option more often, or just more frequently be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
All right, third question: what new features or units would you like added to Dokkan?
All right, once again, double pointed answer here. Because one that pretty much everyone wants at this point is an adjustment to the friend system, which basically just like, hey, give me a copy of my unit as a friend lead, so like I can run whatever team I want. Like I don't have to go hunting for specific ones. Like I was about to attempt to do I had gotten challenged to do a Peppy Gal's no item run on the super stage. I was like, you know what, I might be able to do that. Could not find a Peppy Gal's lead anywhere. Impossible. So I was just like, well, I guess that idea is dead. But then the one that I want, I want the friend system more just because it would be a great like quality of life update. But I really, really want this option to be able to turn down the speed to ×1 on specific super attacks in the ideal world, or at least like super attacks in general, but leave normal attacks on like ×2 because no one wants to watch that. Like,
Yeah. I feel like some of those super attacks, you're like, man, that's some clean shit. Like I need to see that every time it happens.
right? Well, I mean, like even this new UI Goku, like I feel like it's a little fast. Like I would love to slow it down, and then the incoming like LR Gogeta Blue, like he is like the staple child of like, man, I really wish I could slow down this animation.
All right, and then last question for now, and then we're gonna get into the awesomeness that is our podcast, do you have any upcoming projects or videos you'd like to promote?
So maybe.
Maybe.
So as I was saying, like we had made that like new channel art for Twitch and whatnot, and it was actually like I was originally designing it to launch, basically a YouTube channel with it. And so everything's been made, and I've been talking about it for like a month now. But what the plan is tentatively is we're going to do the summons for Blue Demon Meliodas on Grand Cross and launch it with that. But it will be like Dokkan and probably Grand Cross, ideally alternating daily, but it just depends on how it plays off. Like I can throw some info for it if need be. But yeah, so be on the lookout. There is a YouTube channel on the horizon. And by on the horizon, I mean it's ready to go, and the first video should launch possibly tonight, if not tomorrow.
Oh snap!
Well, gosh darn.
Big moves, big moves.
Big moves in the world. All right. So, let's get into the bread and butter of this podcast. We already know we're going to be talking about it. UI Goku.
Banner.
Trash.
The banner is out right now. UI Goku is out for funsies, and I bet you guys are wondering, how good is this unit? Well, let's get into it. Starting SSR, Rumble Gods Key +2, attack defense, HP at 80%, or Super STR, type Key +2, HP attack defense +70%, causes supreme damage, attack defense +50%, high chance, 50%, of evading enemies' attacks, including super attacks for 7 turns from start of turn, plus additional attack defense +10%, up to 50% with each attack evaded, including super attack. That'll go into the SSG SS Goku. Still, obviously, Realm of Gods, Key +3 attack and defense, and HP +100%. And Super STR, type Key +3 HP attack and defense +90%. Causes supreme damage to enemy. Attack and defense +60%. High chance, which is another 50%, of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack, for 7 turns from start of turn, plus an additional attack and defense +10%, up to 60%, with each attack evaded, including super attack. Which brings us to the big boy. Look at that shiny art, guys. Honestly, before I continue with the effect, the art is just amazing. Rumble Gods, category Key +4, attack and HP attack and defense +130%. Super STR, type Key +4, and HP attack and defense +100%. Super attack is disables enemy guard and causes colossal damage to enemy on normal. And then his ultimate disables enemy guard and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Passive skill, attack and defense +77%. Great chance, which is a 70% chance now, of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack, for 7 turns from the start of battle, or for the start of turn. High chance, which turns into 50% again, of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack, starting from the 8th turn. Plus an additional Key +1, up to 7, and attack and defense +11%, up to 77, with each attack evaded, including super attack. Link skills, we're looking at Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Godly Power, Over in a Flash, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Categories, Realm of Gods, Universal Survival Saga, Pure Saiyans, Representatives of Universe 7, Goku's Family, and Kamehameha. What do you guys think? Yeah.
Man, that was a lot of information you just slapped me across the face with.
You're telling me, man. My tongue hurts from saying all that.
Okay, so the reason that we covered all 3 of them is because, as you can tell, they're all different named, which means if you want to ultra whale on this thing, you could run 3 copies of this unit together on the same team.
Exactly.
And they're
Goku's
kind of like
family.
Kale and Caulifla in the sense that they're just mini versions of the LR. Like they're just, each step down is just a step down in power, just slightly. It's not like they're completely different units. So you can understand the reliability behind it as well.
Exactly. And honestly, like, the unit's cool. Like, my main thing with this unit is that, like, I love the unit, like, as a whole when it comes to, look at the art. The art is just, it looks amazing. And then the super attacks are amazing, too. The unit's great, but for some reason, I just can't help but not put it as like my top tier LR. I don't know what it is, but it just, for me, I just can't. Maybe it's because I don't have it, I'm not using it.
I can. I can very easily. Well, not very. I shouldn't say very easily. Like it was a very long like debate and like test session, like with myself. Really, like it was literally like the entire day after I got him. I was just running him and then hopping over to JP to run like the LR like Blue Vegito because I could not place them. Like I knew they were top 3. Like in my mind, it was like, all right, cool, they're top 3. I have no idea what order. Like I could not figure it out. I did settle on UI being number 1, but it came down to like the most minute detail. Like you could easily swap any of those 3 units for number 1, like without even, no one could really debate. Like if someone was like, no, Callie, you're crazy. Like LR Blue Vegeta or LR Blue Gogeta is like the best unit in the game. But like, yeah, okay. Like, sure. Like, I'm not gonna argue that. Like they're dumb. They're crazy.
Very,
Yeah,
very true.
it's just he's just. I think a lot of it's like the link set and his consistency throughout all events. Like literally, the only thing you have to worry about is the event specifically being like, "Hey, you can't dodge," and then you're just like, "Oh,
Rip.
like,
Yep.
well, this is unfortunate."
Yeah, then he doesn't get any of his attack or defense stacking.
Yeah.
So it's like, well,
Well,
that
I mean,
would be bad dokening on your part if you did that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
the
how
other
do you
thing
build him then?
He is going. So I tried to do a semi-even split so far, but I rarely ever see him get that additional right now, and I'm like, maybe I should have just gone full crit. Like, I mean, there's no point in putting dodge on because, like, why? Like, he does it by himself, and if he can't do it by himself, then he's never going to do it. So there's no point in putting dodge on him. I was doing it just because I kind of wanted to be able to see instinctive punch, because like after turn 1 on, I don't know, like 90% of teams that you run him on, you're never gonna see that. Like he's never gonna be under 18 key. But like he's so, I don't know. Like I would say crit. The more I think about it, I am curious about his like equipment situation. Like I could see him being one of those units that like all attack buffing like equipment ends up being like a major thing, or because he's so on the cusp, like I could see defensive equipment being like a thing for him. Like one thing I noticed like through testing was like as I went, I realized, oh, throw him on 170% lead and like defensive lead, and suddenly he can tank, you know, MUI Goku's basic attacks for double digits. But if you have him on a 130% defensive lead, like Realm of Gods with Zamasu, suddenly he's taking 40k from a basic attack, like 30 or 40k from a basic attack, and you're just dead. If he supers, it's like 350k.
It's just that little bit of difference, you know.
Yeah,
goes
he's
a long
like
way.
right on the cusp of like where you get into an interesting situation with team building. Like you can suddenly choosing the right leader skill matters, which I kind of like. Like,
Yeah, it's like a more distinct way to play, given his kit is just so different than like what we've are used to seeing at the moment. Like the defense stackers, attack stackers.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Honestly, like, kind of reading it up too, seeing, that he has the disabling enemy's guard too. Like, is
That is
that the
pretty good.
first unit that has that, or
On a
like
super?
just out of yeah?
UI Goku had it as well, I'm pretty sure. Or at least when he
No.
transformed, he did.
Oh, when he transforms to MUI? I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
pretty
it
sure he
still
did.
just raises attack.
Really?
I'm pretty confident.
So like, it's,
I mean,
it's
I
an
just pulled
interesting
him.
unit. Like, you're gonna prioritize mainly using him as a hitter, I would assume, at that point. Because
Definitely.
you're constantly getting the 18 plus keys, so. No, it is very interesting for like team. 100%.
The one thing I've never figured out, and I've just never like tried to like test it or like confirm, is if it's just for his attack, or if the rest of the rotation also has the guard disabled.
Right.
I would say it would need to say disables enemy's guard for 1 turn or something
Yeah, I would
for
agree.
it to be for the whole rotation. Because there's a
never
lot of
found out.
because there's a lot of enemy like first one I think of top of my head, Super Mirror. He disables enemies guard on his that's his passive, and it only does it for him. So I just imagine that would transfer over, unless it's
Just,
specifically said otherwise.
Right.
Because
But I mean-
because when I read it, I assumed it did it for the whole turn, and that made this unit seem a lot better to me.
Oh, that
Mhm.
would be OP. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's sort of how I read it too, because it was like, it's an interesting thing to have, especially on a unit like him.
Right, like especially
Yeah.
since they put it on the super attack. So like I would understand like in his passive he just disables enemy guard for his attacks, but in his super it seems like it would be an effect that he puts on for the whole turn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense for him being like a turn 1 unit as well. Well, like a slot 1 unit.
Yeah,
like,
you put him
obviously
slot
you're gonna
one.
be someone who tries to like. You're gonna try to get him hit, so you're gonna throw him in slot 1 the vast majority of the time, unless Dokkan decides like, oh, we're gonna throw all the attacks in slot 2.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then.
I mean,
Oh, good.
we just think about it like an LR. He's an LR. 2, he gets like what 400%. I mean, I don't even know what his attack and defense is because his boost down here. If you look down below the wiki, it says 213 is what it's actually calculated from his stacking. But he does have the innate just 100 and then plus 77%. So it's like 177 plus 213, so it's like 300-ish, 400-ish.
Another 100 for if you take him as your friend as well,
Yeah, exactly.
or
So
130 or whatever.
yeah, so I mean, an LR with his LR stats, then already with that giant boost, I mean, normal events he could just solo the shit. He doesn't even need a team. He's like normal events he would just slap every rotation, beat the fuck out of you. But I don't know. Yeah, like we were talking about it before the podcast, like LGE, it's like hit or miss. I guess he's kind of like I don't know, kind of like Vegeta Blue, like Fizz Vegeta Blue in an aspect in that situation, because like if you get one more additional with Vegeta Blue, he'll tank. You know, he'll tank whatever you throw at him, right? But if you just only get the one super, you're really like, oh man, is he gonna tank it? You know, and UI is kind of that same with you're talking about the leader skill. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like
This
right
unit-
there.
Yeah. This unit has one very interesting, like, if I were gonna pin a weakness on this unit, his weakness is giving you a sense of overconfidence. And when you
The fact
when
that
you
you're like,
have
oh,
that-
I'll dodge.
yeah, you're like, oh, I'm gonna
Like, I'll
dodge
be
everything. You don't throw him in like slot 1 where he's getting like attacked 30 times, and then all of a sudden you get super turn 1 and he doesn't dodge it. Or, like the
Yep.
very first attack he doesn't dodge it, you're just like, and you're just
Yeah.
like basically caught like a deer in a headlights. You're just like, well, I'm probably dead.
You just got to be
Yeah.
basically careful with them because you got to know your turns and you got to make sure that like, are you for sure that he's gonna dodge everything? Like it's almost a gamble with him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Brings
which I mean,
back my favorite moments in
Like
UI
early-
We Trust.
like early on, I would bet like I might even push him like to second rotation or something, just so he's not getting hit as much early on, you know. Then after you've got a few stacks in, I'm like, fuck it, he's already got some defense, let's go. Or if you're like SBR situation, chances are pretty high you're going to use an item first turn anyway, so you might as well put him first slot, even though they're going to get, you guys know SBR. They're going to hit 20 times in the first slot every time, and they're going to try to kill you the first turn every time with everyone supering. So you're automatically going to use a Whis anyway. So I would risk it, honestly, myself. Every time. I'd use a Whis, then let him get hit.
Oh yeah, if you do that, you're fine. Like,
Yeah.
drop that just like immediately and you're good to go. Like, I think the problem that I run into is I'll just look it up like, do I really need to use? And I don't, and then I
Yeah.
get hit, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
I needed
To
to use
risk
the
it.
item.
Yeah. In SBR, dude, I don't risk it. No, thank you. I'll use an item.
It
He does-
depends on how hard it is. Like, if I feel like I'm gonna need all those items, like at the very end, like sometimes
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
like the very first battle. Half the time I'll just be like, I'm just gonna play the risky play because if I lose now, it's not like, oh darn, I lost like
True.
2 minutes into the fight versus, oh, I'm at the last stage. No, I'm using an item. I'm not risking that because when you lose like on the
Yeah.
fourth fight because you didn't use an item, you feel so dumb.
Yep. I've been there many times.
So, all right. And with this, obviously, we know of the banner. Let's go ahead and get into the logistics of the banner right here. So, obviously, we know that UI Goku is the star attraction here. But we also got some decent units on this one, but we're also going to talk about how poorly this banner sucks for everyone. We got Physical Bergamo, we got STR Topo, we got AGL Despo, Physical Kefla, Int Hit, Tech 17, Tech 18, AGL God Goku, Physical Champa, Tech Caulifla, STR Kale, and then SR Fodder for, you know, days. Now, I'm gonna just express this, as I expressed earlier. Every one of these units, except for the UI Goku, the Caulifla, and Kale, I have and rainbowed. I didn't have the UI Goku, I don't have Caulifla, and I don't have the Kale. I didn't get anything from this, except for LR Beerus. So, yeah.
I will say that
LR Beerus.
right. I mean, I got 3Q. I was pretty sad about it myself.
I would have took the Freaku. I would have took Freaku over LR Beerus.
Yeah, I hate 3Q. I don't know. I hate his mechanics. It's like he's like Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks CZA. I don't like that, man. Where he only gets the defense situationally. I don't like that. I want him to have it all the time or not at all. Just get the fuck out of here. But anyways, banner. I think it could have been better. Like, for real. Like, I think they could have thrown... I don't know, dude. Like, why is... Like, get 17 out of there. I don't want 17 and 18 on this banner. Get off. Just get out of here. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. It could have... I think it could have been better. I really like that they put Kefla on here, for sure. Like, Kefla was a good pick. And Bergamo, definitely good pick. But everyone else, the Kale and Caulifla, obviously good pick, because I love them. But everyone else is kind of trash, so... Besides John.
Yeah.
I love your boy Topo.
I mean, the second that, like, I saw that it wasn't going, like, that it was going to be an LR banner, I pretty much knew, barring it being, like, a top legendary banner, like, there was no hope for it.
Yeah.
Like, unless, yeah, it was like, if it was a top legendary banner, it would have been, oh my god, it's so top tier, because, like, the worst unit they would have thrown on there would have been Goku and Frieza.
Yeah, I think I'm, like, new, so what's that? What is
So it's basically a 2-featured LR banner instead of just the one.
Like
So they
did
would've probably
during the
thrown,
download
like-
celebration.
Right.
Yeah, they could have thrown this UI Goku, or they could have thrown, like, the two options they would have thrown with them would have been either Goku and Frieza or Kale and Caulifla. And if you throw
That'd have
either
been
of those two on that banner, it is infinitely better. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure if they would have thrown Kale Caulifla into a double top banner with this UI Goku,
Oh, man,
every country would have probably
Dude,
hit number
yeah,
one.
top grossing every single year. Global would have made so much money. That would have been ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But yeah, and then let's talk about obviously yellow coins too. I mean, so the one thing I want to point out is that this banner, I think, we made the Spear Bomb Goku the first time it came back, which means that was up for yellow coins. I believe. I could be wrong. I didn't check out the yellow coin section.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm pretty close to having 500 now
Yeah.
after these summons. So yeah, I looked into it just to see, and yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, so it's for me like I'm kind of at like one of those things where yellow coins aren't gonna matter until after the Broly and Rose come out. Like,
yo, actually, I just opened up the app. He's not there.
he's
What?
not.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
No.
Wow,
Yeah,
I'm tripping.
it's Kale and Caulifla are the top one.
Oh,
That's
maybe that's
crazy.
who I was thinking.
Okay, well, never mind on the Spirit Bomb Goku. He would have been worth
Right,
it
yeah, fuck him.
regardless. But even still, like, I don't see a worth of the yellow coins unless you're going for Kale Caulifla just because, you know, that's one of my favorite cards. You know,
I'm totally with Levi on here. Tech Broly, let's go.
or yeah, Tech Broly is a good one too, obviously. But I would save yellow coins until 5th year. Or even after that, when we got, you know, the Broly and the new Broly coming out. And the Rose, just because of how good those two are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the
And I
biggest
mean-
thing is then you don't have to worry about, you know, Gogeta and Vegito on the horizon. Like, I think this banner would have been the, like, status of this banner in terms of whether you should summon on it or not would have changed dramatically had this been after the 5-year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%, 100.
Like, being so close, I was super, like, All right, so this is gonna be a situation where I say do as I say, not as I do. Because going into this, like when I saw, oh god, like literally, if you could have been any other time, I'd have been so excited. Now, mind you, I ended up going like 2,300 in on it, and it paid off fortunately. But I was like openly acknowledging like every step of the way. I was like, this is a dumb decision. Do not do what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing this. And fortunately, I ended up getting 2 copies of the UI Goku, and now have enough coins to buy the 3rd. So I'm chilling, like big chill with that. But I'm like, I should not have done this. I should not have gotten this lucky. This could have been a huge mistake. But yeah, it's like if this would have been after, I'd have been like, oh, I'm going all in, 100%. I'm just doing everything that I can to get like this unit.
Yeah. So, yeah, I only did like three multis, because I didn't want to whale super hard because I had just pulled LR Vegeta from Vegeta's banner, and I was pushing my luck on that last multi. Let's be real, I was pushing it hard.
Push it real good.
Yeah, but I ended up getting the Majin Vegeta and LR Vegeta in the same multi, so that was pretty hype. Like that was like, wow, this is the best time I'm gonna have all year probably. But I was like, I went in knowing know what, if I get shafted, it's cool. I have to say that I at least tried, because I don't want to be like, oh, I can't be mad that I didn't have him and I didn't even try to pull him. That'd have been very hypocritical of myself. So, yeah, I went and pulled. So I was like, whatever, it's fine. If I get shafted, it's cool. I need a lot of these units on the banner, like Kefla, and Kale and stuff. So I was cool with it. And I got 3 Q. So I mean, I got a dupe for an LR, so that's cool. But
Nice. I do want to preface one thing, actually, now that I'm remembering it. I say I dropped 2,300, but I still have 2,100 in my account. As far as stones, I did not drop everything. Like, I cannot stress that. Like, even if you are gonna go in, like, don't go all in. Like, be reasonable. Keep, a stash left over.
Unless you're Trevor, and then someone throw them all away.
Oh, okay. I won't stop you.
That's what I do. So, quick question, I guess. Like, before we move on to like Rose and stuff, are we still thinking that Beerus is going to come out before 5 year? That's still on the horizon?
Yeah, it's going to be.
There's got to be something.
I mean, that doesn't have to be something.
There will be a Dokkan Battle in June.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say I'm 80% positive that it's gonna be Beerus.
Yeah, I don't know what else it would be. Like, nothing else really makes sense.
So,
but it is a perfect time too, given what we just recently got, like with the UI Goku and stuff too.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would put Beerus first and just try to milk out the last bit of stones that some people have for those who aren't going to go pay to play on 5 year.
I mean, I don't expect them to throw out anything more than like fodder. Like, they know and we know that this was their last last ditch effort to make us spend.
Yeah, of course.
And it worked pretty well. But
yeah, I mean, it got top grossing.
As we see, like 5 countries top grossing, it clearly worked.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this banner, I mean, keep in mind, if you're free to play, it is yellow coins like they mentioned. Also, the 11 featured units that are not the Goku are on literally every banner you summon on, except for specialty banners.
True.
Which is another real knock against there. But like Taisha said, we did some duo summons together, and the highlight of my summoning from this banner was I rainbowed my physical SR Botamo, who becomes Boda Makeda.
Yeah, you won the game.
That's my highlight. So that's how bad this banner was. Unit's amazing. Banner's trash.
I'm glad I only threw 50 stones at it and walked out with literally nothing.
There you go. There you go.
That's how I feel. All I got was a dupe of Beerus, so that's fine, I guess.
Oh, he was a dupe?
Yeah, he was a dupe.
Okay, yeah. I thought that was your first copy, so I was like, you'd be happy, at least you got him. But at least, dupe, I would have been a lot more sad.
Yeah, when I did my multi, I ended up with 3 SR Beerus cards, so mine's pretty much rainbowed.
Oh,
it's like, I don't want to like say how some of them went, because I don't want to encourage people to do what I did
No, no,
because
yeah,
like it
yeah.
should not have gone as well as it did. Like
I'm watching people post it in
got
the
very
Discord,
lucky.
like, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, pulling him on singles and shit. It's like getting me like, oh man, maybe I should spin stones. Like,
Yeah.
maybe I should do it, even though I know damn well that it's not gonna work.
Don't you believe it?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
to be
it's a-
fair,
it's a
like
trap.
90% of the luck was like the last like probably like 300 to 500 stones that I spent. Outside of that, I would have been a horror story. Like
Yeah.
I think there was a picture that I saw on Twitter where somebody summoned and they got 3 UI Gokus in one summon, and I was like, are you freaking
Wow.
kidding me? Like, you just opened the top left path and the bottom right path, and you pissed me off at the same time. Congratulations, you win the internet.
Watch it be like his first multi too.
probably.
Like, I'm just gonna YOLO multi, ha! Rainbow.
I'm not
You
gonna
need,
pull
like, a
anything.
reason not to.
It's
Yeah, it's like
usually
you need
how
a
it
reason
works.
not to. Like just watching like God, the Truth Sarg, 3,000 with not a single LR.
Jesus.
Like, and then he finally got like past that wall from what I've seen, but it's just like
Yeah, and Garesh,
oh, it
Garesh
hurts.
spent like 9,000 stones to rainbow him.
The amount of money, the amount of stones that those guys throw at banners. I mean, God bless them, because I love watching the content. I mean, thank God there's people who are out there that are willing to do it and then show us that they're willing to do it. Because you can sit there and count how terrible those summons are. 9,000 stones for 5 copies of a single unit.
Yep.
Also, shout out to Doba for posting the link of the thing I wanted to punch through my screen. Appreciate it. Reliving my saltiness right there. But yeah, so from there, we're going to talk about some stuff that's going to be going away tonight in about 13 hours. We got 2 story events going away. That's going to be the Dragon Ball GT A Hero's Legacy event, where you could get the Int Goku Jr. that easy A's into, some awesomeness. And then the Goku and Friends Are Back event, where you could get these lovely little radishes to turn in for Kai's, Hercule statues, training locations, so on and so forth. And you can also get your Tarball and Gotenks rain mode, or not rain mode, but at least all paths open and such, ready for their awakening that comes out later this year. You guys got anything for these 2 events?
Nope.
I'm not gonna
No.
lie, I forgot that those 2 awakened.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah,
they're pretty
they-
good. They
They
awaken every
just got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what they do. I should
Yeah, me
relook
either.
that. But yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about it. Like, the Ink Kid Goku's fine. Like, especially if you're a free-to-play player. Like, you take
Oh,
any
definitely.
good unit you can get.
Dragon Ball Seekers lead.
Yeah. But like, actually, I think I might have used him for a Dragon Ball Seekers like team that I needed to use as a leader because I didn't have anything. Like, I obviously don't have like the GT trio yet, so it's like you kind of have to like scrap something together whenever you want to do something
Yep.
with Dragon Ball Seekers.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I love Dragon Ball Seekers. I will always, that's my favorite team. I love using
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Seekers every time. I don't
Yeah,
care
it's
what
just
anybody says.
unfortunate because it only has the one lead. It's just
True.
stupid as shit.
True.
Like, how do they not have a sub lead by now? You know, like that's
They're
ridiculous.
not- they don't care enough. It's not a popular
Yeah.
category, you know. Like
I know.
the characters that they could use for it are just, yeah.
Yeah.
It just reminded me that like the future like Nappa and Vegeta are not on Dragon Ball Seekers, which is crazy. And then
Yeah.
another like random discovery that I came across is that UI Goku is not on Last Resort,
Really,
which blew my mind.
that's crazy.
Because I was like, not even it UI Goku, which I was like, so you're telling me that Kaioken is a Last Resort, but UI Goku isn't? What?
Huh.
They're probably just like, this might be too busted.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be a balancing thing, because I was like, there's no way
Yeah.
that he's not a Last Resort. What?
Yeah.
Floored me. But yeah, I mean, at least get your stones. If you get Kai's, great. Like, I'm starting to come into a situation where I'm like, I really could use, like, you know, if Dokkan wanted to throw another one of those, like, collect the Dragon Balls events,
Right.
that I could use to get Kai's, I'd really appreciate it about now because I'm running real like whale problems because I pulled too many LRs and like consecutively, and dumped every Kai I had.
Yeah, for me, like, I was stupid because, like, I farmed the Kacha stuff before I actually farmed up the radishes, and then realized 2 days ago while I was at work, oh shoot, the radishes go away this week. I need to hurry up. And
That's
I
really
got
sad considering we've talked about it for 2 weeks now.
I know. It was just one of those moments where I was just so happy that I could do the Kacha. Thankfully, I got all my Kais and everything done, but now I'm just doing the small radishes, getting all my medals and all that. If you got the stones to keep on resetting, it's worth it, I guess. Just getting extra stuff done with. But if you're free to play and you're trying to save as many of your stones, you know, at least try to like get some of it done. Get the XL radishes stuff done out of the way. Get that stuff at least. I would say getting the extra Kais are worth it. So.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you can farm Kais when they bring them back from, like, when they bring any of these story events back, they're always worth the farm anyways. Like, even if people are like, oh, there's nothing else to do, it's another Kai, I mean,
you can get Kais.
So it's like, the good thing that when they bring these events out is, like, even if you farm the units that you can get out of these story events, there's always something else to do because they want you to start preparing for what's to come, you know? And they're trying to better prepare you so you don't have to feel like, oh, well, this Elder Kai banner, God forbid if anyone summons on it, is only 25 stones, and then someone wastes 25 stones on that, and it's like, you know, they gave us time to prepare, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's so worth just making sure that you don't, you know, forget to farm those things.
Yep.
True. So, alright, y'all. And then, of course, we got some events that are going to be leaving on the 31st. It should be, from what I could tell, we have the Extreme Z Battle, Destined Rivals, which we obviously know is the Majin Vegeta and the Goku. Then, of course, we have Defeat the Legendary Super Saiyan. Where is that on here for some? But there we go. Boom. It says June 1st, but it's basically leaving on the 31st.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we also have Wrath of the Dragon and Lord Slug events leaving as well. As you guys can see here, we got the free-to-play Videl and Great Saiyaman on the Wrath of the Dragon event. Lord Slug provides us with a free-to-play Kid Gohan, a free-to-play Lord Slug that can be used for farmable SA, and the Kaioken Goku that can be used for farmable SA as well. And then the legendary, defeating the legendary Super Saiyan event, you can get a free-to-play Videl on there as well. SR Trunks and SR Goten that awaken into Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Goten respectively. What do you guys think about these events right here?
I mean,
Whatever.
still something worth farming, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
again, if you didn't farm any of these free-to-play units, you might as well just farm them. Even if you're not someone who considers yourself a collector in Dokkan, it's still a good opportunity just to have extra units in your box, because you honestly never know when you might need something from there, or if Dokkan will do anything crazy for those units in the near future.
Or require them for an easy area. If it's a free-to-play unit,
Or
you
that
should
too.
have it.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
just, I mean, we've been crying that since we started the show, basically, that if it's a free-to-play unit, just farm it up. It really doesn't take that long. You don't necessarily have to rainbow it. Just get the 5 copies, whatever you need, unlock all the paths, just get it done and have it sit in the box, just in case you need it later.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep.
You
I
know?
mean, what's the worst that could happen with farming a free-to-play? You know, it's not like there's a free-to-play Nappa out there that sucks to farm up, you know?
I am.
I would like to preach medals from, like, the Heroes Extermination event and plan to eradicate the Saiyans. I mean, those are still two arguably the worst fucking
Oh yeah.
story events that need to
Hands
still
down.
be revamped.
Yeah.
I've been saying this since the show started. Like, I think I'm the
Hands
only
down.
person who like, for the times that I'm on this podcast, because I know I haven't been in here for like the last 3 weeks, and I do, you know, heavily apologize about that. But like, I notice that it's always a trend. If I'm here, I'm talking about those two events because they need to just go. They need to be out of the game, or they need to just freaking fix them up and just make the medals a guaranteed drop. I mean, half the units that are on there that you can awaken from those medals, no one uses. So why not just let us have guaranteed drops at this point?
Yeah.
I know, dude. I don't get
Just
it.
saying.
Big true. I literally cannot count the amount of times that I've been like, oh, cool, I should probably deal with this unit now. I like look at it, I'm like, all right, how do I awaken this guy? Open it up, see the see the metal, and I'm just like, oh no.
This is literally the single, one and only reason as to why I have not unlocked all my paths on my LR grade Saiyan. I just cannot bring myself to do it.
Well, I have the second
Like, I
one to get him
can't.
to SA20, and I'm like, I'm stuck to the point. I'm like, I don't want to go do it. I don't want to do it. You'll stay at SA10 for a little bit, one day.
Yeah,
One day
it,
we'll
it
get
is a
done.
pain in the butt to get those done. I did mine, and I regretted everything about life doing those. Ugh.
Dude, every time I see them come back, I get like Majin Vegeta and Turles phobia because like those two gave me the biggest headaches. Like the Goku medals, I got perfectly fine, but those two units specifically took me the longest to awaken for like months on end, just because they would never drop.
Yeah, that was actually so. Now you reminded me of the last time that I had that like sigh moment. So I was putting in Kai's, and I was like, I should really just make sure I need to save Kai's because I'm starting to run low. So I should do whatever I can to make sure that I'm not using them. And so I had another copy of the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I was like, cool, I could just awaken him and use him as a Kai. And then I saw his medals, and I was like, oh, I did it. Like I actually did it. Like if that indicates how desperate of a situation I am on Kai's now. Like, I barely have enough if I happen to luckily pull the Gogeta and Vegito to get them done, and then I'm out. Like, I'm legitimately out of Kai's, and I'm like, that is not fun.
That's-
No, it's not. That's literally my box right now. I think I only have like 10 Elder Guys top total.
I'm
So
going
I'm
on
like,
30, and I'm like, I'm just wanting to make sure that I at least have 40, so I can have, or at least 50 for 10 for Gogeta, 10 for Vegito, 10 for Broly, and 20 for Rose.
Am I the only one who doesn't have any Kai's at all?
Well, maybe you should farm.
I mean, not for long.
I'm
Yeah,
the
no,
only
I
guys
don't.
that I currently have are the ones from these events that we're talking about right now.
Well,
Yeah, I
there's
don't,
there's also the
I don't
other
usually
Kai
have
summons.
Kai's.
Like if
I'm
you,
trending that
yeah.
way.
I'm probably gonna do my last 2 summons on the Elder Kai summons. I told myself like, you're way too far behind on your projects. You need to start buying Kai's. I'm like, fuck, I don't wanna, but I have to, because my box looks like Garbo right now because of it. So
I'm gonna wait until, because let's be realistic, they're gonna drop another. I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm personally probably gonna wait until right after the Vegito and Gogeta banner, and then assuming like if I'm happy with where they are, then I'll probably just be like, I'm gonna just accumulate a few guys because I'm gonna be out. Like I will be fresh out.
yeah.
Assuming that let me think. If I'm doing the math right, somewhere in the ballpark of 4,000 stones probably
Oh Jesus.
for those banners, like with tickets and like the way I see it was like I was able to pull UI Goku twice in 2300 with no tickets and worse rates. Please,
Just do it.
like please be better. But yeah, so we'll see.
No.
I don't know. I'm excited for the banners to say the least, but I'm not as confident as I was when I was planning on having like 6K going into those banners.
All right, and then just to kind of continue on really quick, we have the 19th virtual Dokkan Clash, obviously going away on the 4th. If you guys haven't done it yet, please just get those done. I gotta still do 2 more runs so I can get all the stuff. And as we were talking about before, you can get Kai's from this, orbs, medals, and obviously get enough of these thingies so you can get yourself at least the first copy of, Mecha Frieza and King Cold. I almost said Mecha Cooler.
Mecha cooler.
Mecha Cooler.
I could add that. I'd be down with it.
Hell yeah. And then, obviously, after that, leaving on June 7th, we got all these lovely events that are going on. We have the Hero Extermination Plan Easy area going away. We have the Universe 6 Saga event. We got Universal Survival Saga Tournament, a Power Commencement, Dragon Ball Super Universal Survival Saga, and then the Dragon Ball Super Universal Survival Saga Final Battle of the Tournament of Power. Jesus Christ, I feel my brain cells dying every time I try to go through that without, bashing my head against the wall. But yeah, all these events will be going away on June 7th. These have wonderful free-to-play grinds, especially if you did the World Tournament last time. You can farm up your base form Kale, base form Caulifla. I kind of did those in reverse, but you guys get the picture. You got the Goku that turned into UI Goku sign, and then farming the catch ends for the free Elder Kais that you can get. Ultimate Gohan grind right there. Get a little Freezy and the Cocoon Boy. Then
yeah, so real quick about Frieza and the Cocoon Boy. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I've been so as you have probably people who are familiar with the show obviously probably can catch on that Majin Buu Saga's favorite saga, right? Okay. Anyway, Otherworld Warriors is also another category that I want to be better, right? So I'm on the team that's like really wanting an awakening for the Tech Final Form Frieza Angel and Cell Angel units, the Tech and Agile, right? I need awakenings for those like as soon as possible, please, Dokkan. Thank you. Anyways, I've been waiting for this event to come so I could farm his super attack, right? Because I'm an idiot and forgot that you can farm Final Form Angel Frieza's super attack with Golden Frieza's Dokkan event. So, but I didn't realize that until I already had him SA6, and I had farmed up, and I'd gone through like 20 copies of leveling up that SR strength Final Form Frieza. I did it like out of 20 copies, and I leveled it up, and I awakened it, leveled it up, awakened it, wasted Zenny, wasted awakening medals, wasted train items, all to find out, holy shit, I can farm this way easier without spending anything. And I just had to let everybody know my struggle for no reason.
Yeah.
So, don't do that. Don't be Trevor. It was bad.
Yeah, I did also forget a couple other events that were going on too, but we'll get to those two as well after we continue forward after the Cocoon Boy.
Cocoon Boy.
Cocoon Boy. And then obviously we got the final battle for Tournament of Power. You can farm up the SA for 18 and 17. You can get some Android boosters right there. Pretty simple. Assemble the Warriors of Universe 6. You could get free-to-play Hit, free-to-play Namekian Boys, Sanol and Purina. Probably
Purina Cat Chow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Champa and then Vados. Obviously, this Champa could be used for multiple, or not multiple, but for the physical Champa. And then this hit can be used for multiple hits. There we go. Int hit and Tech hit and STR hit on top of that. And then, of course, we got the event that came out with the Spirit Bomb Goku. I think. Or no. I'm dumb. Came out with the SSJ2 Angel Goku and the Majin Vegeta. Where you can farm up your free-to-play Spopovich into Yamu Spopovich. And also your Gohan into Great Saiyaman. And then, of course, we have... where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, wait, no, never mind. Those are the two events. I'm done.
Yeah, that's all of them.
Yeah, there we go. I thought I had another one for some reason. But yeah, what do you guys think of all these events in general? The Extreme Z Area Hero Extermination, all the Dragon Ball Super events, and the Turbulent Star World Tournament Reborn.
I mean, we're starting to get into, like, units that... like free-to-play units that are like legitimately like strong, especially with the like World Tournament Reborn. Like both the oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Spopovich, thank you.
You could call him some po bitch.
Are actually legit. Yeah. But I mean, the other thing just being like, finally the physical SSJ2 Goku's getting that easy area. Like, he's the one I've been waiting for, like mainly because like I love like. A lot of people are like, oh, support unit, let me get those, like get that extra attack. Like, I want support units that give me defense. There are so many units that can use that extra defense and just become top tier.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, honestly...
What makes the Gowasu so good?
Yeah, we're in a day and age for Dokkan where even the free-to-play units are super strong. And, you know, just as Alex said earlier, you know, we're constantly telling people, you don't know what you might need for events in the future. So get these free-to-play units, and that way you don't have to worry about them later. And you're not struggling to get, like, your, you know, your easy area units that, oh no, I didn't get Spopovich when he first came out, you know. Just get them now. Get them now and don't worry about them later.
Yeah, and like we've been stressing before too, like you never necessarily have to rainbow the units, but making sure that you grind them to either SA10 or not, just having those 4 hidden potential paths unlocked anyways for future reference in case you might want to throw orbs into those units is also still really good to do. So like if it even has hidden potential, then it's worth farming those dupe paths out, even if you never give them orbs.
They have the potential for potential.
Yes.
Potential.
I mean, and even, you know, just side note, there probably is missions to do about that anyway, so you might as well just do it so you can complete the mission. Probably a free stone or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or some guys.
A lot of those,
so.
yeah, they give Kais or copies of the characters to make it so you don't have to do as much farming.
Yeah.
So, but
They
yeah.
literally made it foolproof.
I mean, yeah, but just these events alone, you can make a full free-to-play Universe 6 team, full free-to-play Universe Survival Saga lead, because there's leads for both of those categories in here. You can make all kinds of good teams with just these units alone. I don't know how many people are realistically going to use Yami and Spopovich, because their links are really fucking terrible, but they are a really good unit, and they're pretty good. But the links are terrible. The links are bad.
And let's not forget, you could also farm like other stuff too, guys. Like, it's not just the units that you can get from these. You know, you see that we could do Hercule statues. This isn't the best Hercule statue farm right there, but you know, it's there. You know, you could farm up. You know, instead of Cocoon Guy, you could get Ghost Ushers and Babas, which are fantastic things to farm up.
That's true.
You can farm up these training areas right here. And then in the final battle story, obviously, you know, you can farm up more of the, you know, gravity chambers and Elder Kai planets. And the Warriors of Universe 6 obviously is all units, but then in the Turbulent Start, you know, World Tournament, you know, you actually can farm up just the gravity chambers themselves, which I still need to grind that. But you have a Hercule statue grind right there. You could get, you know, these training items. They're not worth, but you can do it. So these...
There's, for train items, I highly recommend the Universe Survival Saga Final Battle event. Stage, like, 7, I think? 7 or 8. It drops, just like swords, right?
No, stage 5. Stage 5.
Stage 5. Drops swords. And, I mean, you can get 3 easy because the Universe Survival Saga is a really easy category to have LRs in. So you can do that. There's another one here too. I just don't remember what it is, but the category is not as wide, so
yeah, that's the
harder.
That's the Turbulent Start because of World freaking Tournament category.
Yeah. So yeah, don't do that one. But Universe Survival Sagas, I feel like most people have a decent, at least full Tur team you could make with that. So pretty easy. But my best one is the Android Cell Saga one because I have a full team of LRs when I do that, but unfortunately, it's not live right now. So
My brain just imploded. I just realized that I could be running like Spopovich alongside Yama and Spopovich.
yeah, we talked about that last time.
Like my brain just incinerated itself when I realized I was like,
You
oh,
could
God.
you could
Yeah,
just
we
hear
need to grind
Alec
again.
cringing right now, like, ugh.
Yeah, I will tell you right now though, they still don't have a whole lot of good links either way. Perfect linking partner is still not going to give you any key or anything, so you might as well just not even care.
Yeah, you really only get you get 2.
You get-
but yeah,
yeah.
It's not enough.
It's not. I mean, he gives himself key, so the main thing you have to worry about is brutal beatdown. I think he has. That's really the only link that I think that fucking matters, and you can link that with Dabura. So that's all he needs because he gives himself 2 key every time he stacks attack. So
Yeah.
he's Gucci. He gives himself 12 key after a few turns with some additionals. So.
There was a
Yeah.
whole endeavor of me going through the Dokkan wiki through that like discovery. It was okay. That was one of my moments.
I can just imagine like him pulling up the screens. He looks at 1.
Like it was literally a
Look at the other one,
situation where if
looks
I was
back.
on screen, you would see like the mass symbols like floating through the sky as me being confused the entire time. Yeah, that was legit. What was
He's just like, holy shit, they're different names.
just like, oh,
Oh.
do I
Whoa.
really want to grind that again?
Oh man.
I did.
Yeah, Alex probably did, for sure.
I did, because I'm crazy.
All right, so obviously we're going to go into the upcoming events, which obviously we're going to Hero Extermination. We're going to be getting the brand new SSJ2 physical Goku that's going to Easy A Awaken. Let's go ahead and talk about him a little bit. After his Easy A Awakening, all types Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 40%. Super attack causes supreme damage to enemy and raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. And passive skill is all allies Ki +3 and defense plus 30%. Super Saiyan 2 category allies attack plus 30%. And then attack and defense plus 70%. Link skills Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, and Shattering the Limit. Categories Majin Buu Saga, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, and Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's alright.
nothing wrong. I really like support units that have a base attack and defense stat, so
I
That's-
love
that's
this
worth
unit. Like this is everything that we were talking about like previously, or
Yeah, with the
I won't
defense
say what
stacking.
it's foreshadowing, but like yeah, a tanking unit that also supports, like defense. Like this is the creme de la creme for me of support units. Like this is what I'm looking for in the game. Or like a beast mode unit. Like I want a beast mode unit that's also support, like you know, Cooler, who I consider still the like top TUR just because of that versatility.
yeah.
Yeah, Cooler's great. Cooler carries basically his entire team in LGE.
Yep, pretty much.
Just like that, and you can just throw him anywhere. Like he's supporting people. Like it just like it literally just pops him on the team. He does what he needs to do. It's crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
I love those. Like, give me more of those, Dokkan. I don't need anything like insane in terms of damage dealing or like crazy gimmicks. But I guess you could call that a crazy gimmick though. So yeah, give me that crazy gimmick. Give me a supporting unit that's also a beat.
So and then
Maybe one day.
And then don't forget, guys, also the units that you do need to use for this event. Obviously, all of them are listed right here. These two, the Whis and the Hachiyak, you can farm up in the Hero Extermination. I think it was both Plan and aren't they
Yeah,
both
they're-
called Hero Extermination Plan?
They're both Hero Extermination Plan. One's called Evil Powers Strike Back.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, don't forget that you guys do need to farm these up. You definitely need to make sure you get these done. I finally got to, rainbowing some of these units that I had. Like, I rainbowed the Piccolo. I rainbowed the AGL SSJ Goku, I think it is. Yeah, the SSJ Goku. And I fully awakened my Int Gohan, Trollhan, whatever. So now that I've actually started doing it, I'm like, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. Even with the Whis and the Hachiyak, it's not that bad. It's pretty easy, actually.
I mean, that Whis is a free heal.
Yeah, the Whis
Like,
is
worst
a
case
free-
scenario, you got a Sensu Bean on your team.
Sensu Bean!
True.
So, alright. So from there, my favorite thing that I just can't wait for, and there's no details about it yet,
Yeah.
Global got the announcement for Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black AGL EZA. Ugh! I'm just so happy. I want it. I want it so bad. So, what are you guys speculating on this? Let's get some speculation going because I love gossip and rumors. So let's get it.
Believe our guest has a speculation he wanted to throw out first.
I mean, like, the most I don't know. Let me take a look at this stuff before. Like, the most obvious thing is obviously going to add defense to him. Like,
Yep.
Attack 120%. Probably gonna get attack's probably gonna get buffed a little bit. There's gonna be a defensive thing. Like ideally, I would love to see him just have a lot of defense and then just support. Like the Realm of Gods, especially the Goku Black family, tend to really, really need defensive support in a lot of events that they're doing. And this unit has the opportunity to fill that. And also not, just get decimated by other attacks like, the tech Merchant Zamasu, who I love. He does great damage. He supports. He fills that support role. But I always, I'm such a stickler, or, I love the idea of having a support unit that I don't have to be afraid of dying because he gets attacked.
Yeah.
The only other thing I could potentially see happening with this unit is, as much as I want him to stack defense, which would make me so happy, I'd be pressed to assume that that's going to happen. But I could see him greatly lowering attack and defense.
Yeah.
Which could be very clutch in terms of also adding to that defensive support of this unit.
Very true.
Well, I mean, it might not be out of the realm of possibility for them to give him some sort of defense on his super attack, where it could be maybe 30% increase for 4 turns, 30% increase for 6 turns. I mean, I don't see them doing an infinite stack.
Yeah.
But maybe in his passive they'll bump that attack up to 120%, like you were saying, and then give him something like, let's say 80% defense, and then they'll buff his extreme class key +3 to extreme class key +3 and 25% attack and defense, or 30% defense by itself.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be a fusion between STR Rose and Int Goku Black.
Yeah.
Give me that. Best favorite unit, easy.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's I'm gonna throw a curveball. I want his super to, and I don't know, there's not a whole lot of units that do this, but I want him to raise the defense for the entire turn. For everyone. For by 30%, maybe just for one turn. I think Physical GT Pan does that.
Don't tease me.
There's not a whole lot of units that do. But I feel because Merge Zamasu raises attack for the whole turn, right? Rose, the STR, he raises attack by 30%, or 25, one of the two, for the whole turn, right? For everyone. So I feel he could be the defense guy. And so, yes, he buffs the whole turn. That would fix the team defense issue, because now he's giving the entire team defense. So now they slap, and this guy, put him in the first slot, and there you go, got some defense now.
Yeah. I mean, that'd
So
be cool.
that'd be amazing.
So, if you guys see here, obviously it says super attack and passive skill to be announced. I don't is this for sure gonna be the leader skill? And is this
Yes.
are these for sure gonna be the stats?
Yes.
They've already-
The stats
I
are
guess
done
it hasn't been
mathematically. There's a formula for it.
Okay. So
And as far as the leader skill, it's easy to infer that's going to be the leader skill because you just look at physical Vegito
yeah,
Blue.
true. So if we go off of this extreme class key +4, HP attack and defense +80%, and the stats.
So
I
nice.
love big
Good.
numbers. I love big numbers so well, and I love me Rose. So the fact that he gets such good stats just makes me a happy boy. I have him rainbowed, so
Same.
I just cannot wait for that.
I got him to 90% though, so there's that.
Oh, that's still very good.
Yeah.
What
I
if they
have
just
no dupes.
What if they just go all in, and they just buff his defense straight with his attack? So they buff his attack to 120, and then boom, 120 defense.
That'd be sick.
If-
I'm down
That
with
would
it.
be awesome.
If they do that, that's cool, but then they wouldn't give the support defense thing
No,
like I'd really
yeah.
like them to do.
No, I would love the support defense thing too.
Yeah, they're gonna give some sort of support just because he already has it in there, so it's a very easy add for them to do.
Easy
You almost have to think of yeah. You almost have to think of what is going to be the easiest thing to change without them completely changing the description of what the passive or the super attack is. And that's usually where they're probably going to go, outside of some few changes.
What if
Which-
they do some dumb shit and they make it to where his passive does something crazy and it's restricted to a certain type of enemy, like you have to go against like a Goku's family or something like the Fizz Goku Black? What if they do some dumb stuff like that? Because they very well could.
Yeah.
I mean, Easy A's have done that in the past.
That sigh and my sigh like the perfect response that we're just like, no, please.
Please don't.
I just
Like, no, I'm good, thanks.
like if they do that, if they tie most of his Easy A abilities to being against a specific enemy, he will instantly become one of the worst Easy A's ever made.
Oh,
Like the community will not be happy about that.
Yeah, no
No.
one will be happy. But they could do it. I'm just saying.
This is kind of like super looking into the future, but like as these like Easy A's come out, like I am salivating, waiting to see a unit that gets Easy Aid that has a transformation condition. I want to know what they're gonna do with that.
That'd be crazy.
Because I want to know if transformation conditions are going to change.
I sure to God hope
Well-
so on some of these.
We have an Easy A for an active skill, and the active skill was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may not. Like, I'm patiently waiting to see if they do that. Because if they do, that opens a whole just Pandora's box of options that could
So
happen.
the 3-year LRs get an Easy A, and what you're saying is instead of it being by turn 6, they could do it by like turn 4
Yes. Please.
and no health restriction.
I don't care if they do the health restriction.
Alec, please.
Like, given that it's a spirit, like, well, not a spirit, but a sensu bean effect, like, the HP restriction's fine to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Alec,
What?
that's what I have to say to that. If they do that. Oh.
But I mean,
those two are my favorite units right now. Oh.
you're talking about the Vegito and Gogeta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't Easy A those forever. They'd have to
Well,
go
yeah.
through all the initial first LRs.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Or
mean, but
before
we're
you got
talking
near
way in the future, though,
Yeah.
like for Dokkan's 15th anniversary or some shit.
Yeah, right. This is 20 years down the road. They do that.
So,
We're
like,
all-
I just want
Here's
to see a
the-
transformation unit get Easy Aid so that I know that there's hope.
exactly. So yeah, and then obviously we know that this Easy A is weak to Vegeta's family. Obviously, there's a multitude of Vegeta's family cards. One thing I noticed, I didn't realize we had 3 different Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegetas as a tech unit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to be a very interesting, like, situation, given that, like, the leader, or, like, the primary leader for this category is STR,
Yeah.
which is type disadvantage. So, like, are they going to... It's just, like, what are the type... Obviously, tech's going to be effective, so, like, we're obviously going to throw, like, tech units at it, like, crazy.
they'll put
Tech Trunks is going to
physical.
be there.
Yeah,
Physical?
hopefully physical.
Because
Yeah.
of the one
Trans-
the physical Vegeta right there.
Yeah.
He's a Vegeta's family lead, so he's going to be your secondary leader. So you know that you're going to be
Gotcha.
able to take tech and physical units in there. I say no, I could be wrong, but that's my,
I'm okay with that. Like, I just don't know what they're gonna do. I was like, are they really gonna make like STR not get affected by it, but then you're like still like crippled by the fact that it's type disadvantage,
Mhm.
or are they going to throw it to physical, but you're gonna know that like technically, like for example, I have LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, so my best leader has type disadvantage and is just gonna get slapped. I don't know. It's a very interesting situation with this one. Like pushing this one far, I feel like it's going to be slightly difficult. Or then the other question that I live at what point does it become like, oh well, instead we just run a future team with double tech Trunks lead and just accept it as 120% super type.
That's where I
Passive.
was leaning to do it, because like the team I'm looking at is Tech Trunks as the leader, with the Worthy Rivals SSB Vegeta on there. Great Saiyaman 3, the Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Cooler movie, Tech Super Saiyan GT Trunks, and Tech Bulla. Like that's the team I'm planning on taking into this. It's all tech, it's all super, it's all covered under Trunks, and with that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, you're just basically gonna wait for him to show up and kill everything.
Yeah.
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 So here's the
Very
question.
true.
No, I'm just not thinking about it because it's kind of weird. So if you run Trunks as a lead, he's a Super 120 lead, right? And then you put Tech, Majin, Vegeta on there. He's a Super when he starts, so he would be in the category. He would fit that. But what if you stay in the event long enough? He transforms. Does he lose the Super? Does he lose the category lead?
Yep.
Or no?
Well, he'll be over a certain HP threshold, right? So I think you're probably going to be safe, because most of the time by the time you reach that turn, even if you're pushing far on the ECAs, like they don't last very long. It's literally like you kill the
That's
enemy
true.
or they kill you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but to answer your question, yes, he would lose the effectiveness from the leader skill.
Really? He would immediately
Yeah.
just. You're not
Yep.
part of Super anymore.
He would be useless.
Wow.
It's just like when you take Tapion on a super team. When he transforms into Hirudegarn, he doesn't have any sort of key from leader
Yeah,
skill.
but it doesn't matter. He's a giant form anyway. So
Right, but it still matters as far as like making your key for super attacks and stuff. Like you
Yeah.
literally start off with no bonuses.
Yeah, Trevor.
Yeah, I guess that's
Not
I guess
and
that's
the,
true.
and the amount of damage he does in that giant form would be affected by stats as well.
Yeah, Trevor.
I mean, I don't. I might be wrong, but I haven't ever used a giant form to do damage. It's to survive a turn.
I
or
did
something.
back in the day when giant form was one of the best damn things in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, Trevor.
Okay, my bad.
Because
my
I'm
bad.
old, Trevor. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, Trevor. Get off his lawn. I got your back, Alec. Don't worry, man.
You're a whippersnapper. You stop that.
I'm honestly
man.
probably gonna run. I'm probably gonna run physical transforming Vegeta as a lead,
Hmm.
and he's a 150 pure Saiyan, so most of the team will be Vegeta, and then I'll probably throw on Tech Trunks. He'll still get 100% lead. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
But that's probably what I'll do. Personally.
Yeah, I think like in potentially bringing the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I'm just like looking into this more. I don't foresee a situation where you run into that. I think most of the time you're going to get the enemy under 80% before you hit the third turn, unless you get like exceptionally unlucky. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I think before I end up being wrong and just get like all sorts of just like you fire, you should be safe.
Yeah, probably would be okay. I'm not gonna do it, but you probably could.
I don't even have them. I'm not gonna do it.
So, all right, and then of course we have some upcoming events that are going to be coming to Global, or coming back to Global, on that same day. We got the basically the free-to-play LR Kid Goku with the Curse of the Blood Rubies, the Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle, and the Mystic Adventure, which means that we're going to be getting 3 events with free stuff that you can turn in. And if you haven't farmed this Kid Goku yet, you know, what are you doing? Just get it done. Just
goes
do
back
it.
to what we've been saying, honestly. Just free to play, farm it.
Just do it. Make your dreams come true, guys. This
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
exactly. Yesterday
Not
you
gonna
said you'd do it
lie.
tomorrow.
It took me an embarrassingly long time to get this. Like an embarrassingly long time to get it done.
That's like me and the Ginyu Force, dude. It literally took me almost an entire year before I decided, all right, fine.
Like I think I got this LR within like a month to a month and a half ago.
Mm.
See, I got it
That's
done
fine.
like right away. You guys are crazy.
I mean, the first time he came around for me, I did it.
Ah, I
That
mean,
was, it was probably like 6 months in when I started playing.
yeah, my whole thing is that I'm just happy to get the Rans, the Sleeping Princesses, and the Blood Rubies back.
Yeah, more items, more
yeah.
stuffs.
More stuff, especially for the Kais, because basically you're getting 6 free Kais from this if you do those grinds.
Yeah,
Like it's
they're
6,
really not.
6 free
that
Kais, guys.
So here's a question.
No.
The Turner of Goku and Arale is just Goku, right?
Yeah.
Goku and Krillin.
Yeah, Goku Krillin.
Well, the name of the card is
what?
just Goku Youth.
Yeah, it's just Goku. Okay, so here's the follow-up question to that. So the new Dragon Ball Seekers Bulma, right, has to have a Goku Youth on the same rotation.
Mhm.
So, first question, which might alleviate the follow-up question. Does Goku and Arale count for that, or does it have to be specifically just a Goku Youth card?
If it says the name, let me pull up the card because I'm pretty sure it says
Here, I got it.
Ally whose name includes Goku Youth. So yes, the Goku and Arale would count.
Okay, cool, perfect. Because I've been trying to. I don't have a Goku Youth card.
Mhm.
Mine is Goku Youth Great Ape. That's the only Goku Youth card.
Would
I
also
own.
count.
Yeah, but he counts. I figured he counted. But he sucks ass, so I'm trying to not run him. So I might just farm up a second copy of Goku and Arale. Just tur him and just keep him Goku Youth.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think I might do that.
I might do that as well, to be honest. But also, guys, you could use this to farm up your other Kid Gokus as well. You know,
Yep.
the Kid Goku is good for like what? There was the STR Kid Goku. There's
The Int leader
the
of
Int-
the
the
Dragon
Int
Ball
leader.
Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one as well. So like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's definitely worth it, guys, to at least get these, you know, to get the free to play copies done with. It's worth it in my opinion. So, but yeah, there's not much going on with that one. So, get your free to play grind going, guys. We're almost there to 5th year. Just keep on trucking when it comes to that. Now,
Yeah, and of course, if you haven't done him,
yeah,
then
yeah,
of course you need the stones.
yeah. If you haven't
obviously.
done it yet,
Because like these all three come out and they all have stones. So you can get like if you haven't done it ever, this is your first time, dude, that's some stones, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot. So
Hey.
exactly.
Tystra,
Yeah.
switch the next two topics that we talked about, okay? Number 6 and number 7, just switch them.
he says that like they're actually numbered on the page. They're not.
Yeah, they're
You
not.
just-
They're
you
not
have-
numbered on the
You
page.
just have to figure out what he's talking.
What are you talking about? They're numbered on my thing.
The
They're not
last
numbered
the
on
last
the-
one that you put didn't have numbers.
No, these don't have numbers.
Really? How the hell did that happen?
He just wants you to
The
skip
announcement.
right now
Let me-
and
let
just
me-
go to the announcement.
Let's
Oh,
do the announcement
oh,
first, because
okay,
I'm sure
okay.
They would have questions about it.
I was like, what are you talking about? All right, so
There should have been numbers on there.
all right, fine. So we're gonna switch to. We're gonna do something different, guys, because apparently there's numbers that I don't see anywhere. So we got some special announcement going from Alec, and it pertains to the Global Gang podcast. Alec Hunter, 1982, please take it away.
Alright, so you guys know that we're preparing a big show for the 5-year anniversary. We started announcing guests last week. We announced General Bardock. We'll announce another guest later today. But something else that's going to happen, I can't believe I'm even nervous announcing this. We're launching the Global Gang Podcast Twitch channel.
Woo!
It exists right now, twitch.tv/Global Gang Podcast. So if you guys want to go follow it, go follow it. I mean, I would greatly appreciate that. What's happening with this is we wanted to centralize where the podcast is to make it easier for you guys to follow. So there will be a schedule on that page, always showing when the next podcast is going to be. You only have to go to one channel. You don't have to go to all 4. The 4 of us will have, we'll all have access to stream on this. So this is going to be kind of an answer to something that you guys have been asking us for. You wanted something more out of the podcast itself. Personally, I like the podcast being the way it is. I like it being a news and discussion program. You guys want to see things like races and duo summons and things like that. This channel will allow us to do that. Whenever the 4 of us, or if we invite other guests to join us, want to do something, we can just jump into the Global Gang Podcast Twitch. We can do whatever thing we're going to live stream, be it a race, be it multi-person summons, be it like a view of the Dokkan now, like Tystra and I did earlier this year. That's the type of content that we're going to bring to the Global Gang Podcast channel. However, Twitch, in order to like just make things complicated, doesn't allow me to take the work that we've done on our other channels and kind of move it over. So when this channel launches on June 30th, I will no longer be streaming as Alec Hunter 1982. That will still be the name that I use, but all of my streaming will be exclusively on Global Gang Podcast Twitch.
R.I.P. Alec Hunter.
So, so the big thing is, guys, and it's in there. You guys can go to the links that Tystra and JMO have put up there. It exists. Please follow it. Do your thing. And that's all going to start on June 30th. And don't worry, my Dokkan streams, like my normal 2-a-week Dokkan streams, are just moving over to this channel. So the only thing anybody's losing out on is Fallout 76, which nobody watched anyway, judging by the fact that I averaged 1.3 viewers for it. So it's a win-win all the way around. You guys have anything you want to add to this? I mean, I just kind of gave the bare bones direct of it.
Just follow the channel, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for those who have been watching this for the last couple weeks, almost over, like, what, 3 months now that we've been doing this?
Almost 5 months.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of support that, honestly, we've been getting, like, individually, like, Alec kind of was talking about it earlier before we started the podcast about, like, the progression on all of our own personal Twitch channels from doing this. Like, you guys have been very super supportive for those who do tune in this. Like, I'm pretty sure Tystra and Trevor, including myself, and maybe even Alec, have noticed like an increase in like just a follower count based on how many times we do this a week, you know? So it would mean the world. I'm gonna speak on behalf of all of us, and even Callow at this point. Like, it would be greatly appreciated for those who do decide to go over and support that Global Gang Podcast Twitch channel, given that it is still ran by Alec. So it's another way to still support him while he's trying to make another leap of faith in his life. So.
Well, we say ran by me. I will be the one who's probably solo streaming the most there, but in all honesty, I mean, as far as the podcast goes, we have a production supervisor who's going to be taking over a lot of the aspects of the behind-the-scenes stuff that I've been taking care of. I'm still going to write show notes for the podcast. You know, I'm still going to be on the podcast, but a lot of the stuff, the graphics you see on screen, the transitions, that's all going to be handled by somebody not on screen. We're going to have a behind-the-scenes guru, an actual production supervisor. And now that I say production supervisor, if you guys are in the Discord, you know who I'm talking about. It's Testoba.
Yeah, Doba has been kicking
Clutch.
some ass with some with some great shit. Like,
He's approached us with quite a few really cool ideas that, channel launching June 30th. That's the 5-year hype show will be the launch of the new channel. So Doba, I mean, he this weekend showed me some stuff that, you know, we kind of been kicking around this idea of, you know, where do we want the podcast to go? What do we want it to look like? And between some suggestions from JMO and the stuff that Doba showed me, we have a future planned out for the podcast as far as how we want it to look, and it's going to be more production based than it is now. Right now, it's just very much a podcast. We're just sitting here talking. We bring things up on the screen as we're talking about it. I get the feeling in the future we're going to give Test a lot of headaches trying to keep up with where we go. Like, we're trying to find links as we're talking about stuff. But I'm really excited, and at the same time, I'm really sad because I've been streaming on Twitch as Alec Hunter off and on for the last 6.5, 7 years. And it when I say it that way, it sounds like a lot of time to give up, but I'm also the one who has the least amount of followers of anybody on the panel. So it makes the most logical sense that if someone's going to take over the full-time running of the group's of the group's Twitch channel, it should be me because I'm the one who's giving up the least. Plus, I always said that I care more about the podcast being successful than myself being successful, so it's my opportunity to put my money where my mouth is.
I'm gonna be sad not seeing the acrylic painting or the Fallout 76, to be honest.
I'll still do art streams and stuff there, like every once in a while. But like, I did one yesterday.
Yeah.
But before that, I hadn't done an art stream since Valentine's Day. You know, they don't happen very often, but when they do, they'll happen there. You know, I mean, but as far as Dokkan, my normal weekly Dokkan content, it's all going to be on the Global Gang Podcast channel.
Okay. So, but yeah, guys, like, obviously spread the word around. You know, we have, you know, a lovely amount of people on right now, but obviously not everybody is on to watch right now. So if you guys have friends or Discords of wonderful people that have been supportive towards the Global Gang Podcast, please, by all means, spam that link to people. Be like, guys, they're getting their own podcast channel now. and that's big news. It's one of those things where, like, you know, Alec is sacrificing, you know, his you know, time to stream Dokkan on his channel to go on there, and we're gonna be doing, you know, probably the same thing every once in a while too, is putting some Dokkan content on there. So yeah, just go ahead and spread the love around, spread the global awesomeness around. So with that, you know, awesome special announcement, and another announcement to come later on in the podcast before we end. But let's go ahead and switch it to the chat discussion, which goes into what we were just talking about with, you know, the Global Game Podcast, you know, Twitch. Why do we create content for Dokkan? And why do the viewers watch? So, what do you guys want me to start that, or do you guys want to go ahead and...
I mean, I can take a swing at it.
All right.
I mean, as far as a content creation platform goes, or stance of this goes, I create Dokkan content because I want to interact with the community. I like the game, I like talking about the game, and I don't have any more fun than when I'm in an active chat playing. So like my last World Tournament stream was amazing because there were a ton of people in there. We were all chatting, we were talking, people were requesting music, having a good time. That's the most fun I ever have actually playing Dokkan, is when I'm spending my time with you guys in chat. On the flip side of that, as a viewer, why do I watch people who play Dokkan? I don't. It sounds really weird, like when I say I don't, but I don't like, Dokkan is the thing that brings me into people's streams because it's content that I know I have a base, you know, knowledge set and, you know, shared interest with the streamer. But I don't watch JMO play Dokkan. I don't watch Tystra play Dokkan. I don't watch Trevor play Dokkan. I did it first. I don't anymore, because what brings me to them isn't Dokkan, it's them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, I don't watch people play Dokkan. I don't think I've ever seen Callow play Dokkan at all. I watched him play Seven Deadly Sins last night, but I generally don't watch streamed Dokkan content. I interact with streamers. Why I watch Dokkan content on like YouTube is mostly just to gain knowledge of the game. And I'm admitting right up front that I'm probably the minority. A lot of you guys probably have reasons that you watch all of us do this stuff. But for me, maybe because I am also a content creator, my reason for going out and watching the additional content that I do watch is not about entertainment. So I have fun doing it, but that's not the primary reason why I do it.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling my side, honestly, because you just took my two answers right out. I mean, it's kind of the same way for me. Like, in a way, I got into Dokkan mainly just because, like, I needed to get away from personal life, and I didn't really think Dokkan was going to change my life as much as it has over, like, only 3 years of streaming on Twitch. I always had an appreciation for the game. It was something that I was able to just take away and play when I got bored. For what, you know, like when I first started, well, I wasn't ever really thinking of the bigger picture. And since finding out of people like Havo High, you know, other people like Afro Turtle back when I first started, the first Warden, or even, you know, other names out there, that some of these people don't even stream anymore. And like thinking about that burden of being one of those people who still streams from those early days is something that I kind of hold on my own shoulders a lot of the time when I stream. But it's also just helped me understand the game more, help me progress, get better at the game, having people like Levi yell at me because I see he wrote that in chat. But it's where I find my most fun, because like I get to have fun doing it. I get to have fun getting yelled at. Like, even if I know I'm doing something wrong, it's still a fun experience for me. And similar to Alec, I don't really watch Dokkan content. I mean, if I'm in any Dokkan stream, I'm there for the streamer primarily. I don't really watch much on it. I've said it numerous times in my stream, so for those who are active daily watchers of my own channel, you guys will know that already, that I don't watch any Dokkan tubers, unfortunate. It's just something that, where, yes, I love Dokkan so much enough to keep making content for it, it's just that I don't know if I necessarily have the love of sitting there watching it because it's Dokkan, you know? I've gotten to know those people who I watch stream Dokkan make their own content for so long that I primarily now just go for them. Like Havohai, for example, is someone that I've been around since I started Twitch, and if I'm there, it's not because he's playing Dokkan. It's I'm there because I've supported him for 3 years now. You know what I mean? But overall, I mean, it really has changed a lot since I first started, and when I, like, you know, as a young person, you know, being, not saying I'm the youngest here, but like being a young player to it when I first started, I had a lot of imperfections. Like I used to complain, like much like everyone else complains about the game. I used to hate it at one point. I've had people tell me, "Oh, you should just quit, make a new account, all this, that, and the other thing," and I never did because, like, genuinely, I always felt like I shouldn't give up on the game because it was what I fell in love with, you know. So overall, I mean, it's changed a lot. I've gotten to meet so many great people like Tystra, Trevor, and Alec as well. So I'm just more grateful to be able to hang out with such amazing people like them and having all these guests on that I may not even know of. Like Callow, this is probably our first time ever interacting.
Yeah.
So like I may have never seen you a day in my life in any of my streams. I may have never seen you a day in Alec or Tystra's or Trevor's streams. So getting to meet you and those other people who have been on the podcast, like Toon Rami, General Bardock, and just everyone else who's been there, the Mass Ningen, it's so heartwarming to know that those people, since meeting each of us, still sticks around at some point. And that's just the part of growing as a community, and that's the biggest thing, more so for me, that I enjoy honestly quite more than the Dokkan content in general, is just building the biggest and most positive community that we have, especially through the Global Gang podcast.
No. Callow, Trevor?
Yeah, that's no, I got you. It's wild, like, just meeting all the people. Like, I mean, when I originally started, like, it was literally, I was in a thing where I was playing the game, I was summoning. I was actually noticing that I was doing a relatively large amount of summons at the time, and I was like, if I'm gonna do this regardless, I think I was just saying, I was like, well, why not share the experience with other people? And so I just started doing it. I think there was another situation, like, it was kind of like a perfect storm of events. Like, it was one, that, and I was kind of realizing that. Two, the place I was working at the time started having me run their, like, live stream stuff, and they were putting me behind the board and whatnot. And I was like, well, this is also a good opportunity for me to, like, test out stuff before I, like, suggest it. Like, I can test it on, like, a smaller scale and then suggest it for the larger scale. Which that obviously, like, that portion of it didn't end up panning out, but, like, the portion of just experiencing with other players, like, did. Like, it blossomed in such a beautiful way. But, like, yeah, like, it's honestly gotten to the point where I just create it because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy seeing people again, and just enjoy meeting new people in the community. Like, I mean, I'm just sitting here listening to all the, like, announcements, and my first thought is like, all right, so who wants a race? As I, like, crack my knuckles and be like, I'm ready. Who wants it?
Right.
But, like, and then at the same time, it's like, oh, there's stuff in, like, oh, dual summons. Well, like, listen, I got about, like, 20, like, I'm gonna have, like, 4,000 stones to burn here in about a couple months, so, like, I'm gonna be summoning for a while. Just saying. But yeah, like, and then as for watch, I will say this, and, like, to like hop in on, like, things like, oh yeah, I haven't seen you in, like, a ton of people's streams. That's because I'm the worst stream viewer on the face of the planet. Like,
I feel that,
I am
honestly,
the
on a
worst at
personal
staying
level.
in stream. Like, I watch plenty of, like, content, but, like, when it comes to streams, even when I raid, like, I'll be there, but, like, I will have already streamed for, like, 3-4 hours, and I'm just like, all right, using the bathroom, doing something else, like, wrapping up some other things. So I'm just like completely like the worst at being attentive.
That's
Like
so
when popping in.
relatable.
That's
Like
I'm
the
the
worst.
same
every
fucking
raid.
way. I'm literally the same way. Every time I raid Alec, I swear to God, I'm like, okay, I gotta do some stuff. I'll keep his stream open, and then next thing I know, he's like closed by the time I'm actually ready to get back on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, he cut stream already.
But like
So I feel
I am the worst. Like I am there, but it's like air quotes, hardcore. But yeah, like I don't know. Why do I watch? I mean, obviously, like I love getting the information, and then I love like seeing what people's opinions are, and like having like their predictions, and then as well as like the knowledge that I have, and just kind of like combining that information into what tends to end up being a relatively good prediction until they just decide like, oh yeah, here's a UI Goku and Easy A Rose, which there's no information in the world that I could have gathered to make that prediction at all. But it's just, yeah, like just seeing other people's predictions and seeing like, it's like some people are like, oh well, what if this happens? And I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, like that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's fun to like just guess, to just throw guesses to the wind and see if it's right, and just interact with everyone in general. Like I don't know, it's just a blast.
Yeah, dude, I think I tried my hand at some video content creation for like YouTube and stuff, and I just didn't enjoy it. I like the live interactive nature of Twitch.
Yeah.
You know, definitely need that.
Trevor, what about you?
Well, I hate this game so much.
Nailed it.
No, I literally, okay, so I started playing Dokkan probably this time last year, right? I was just at work one day, bored out of my mind, and I was like, I like Dragon Ball Z, this game looks like whatever. So I downloaded it, I'm like, hey, this game's actually kind of fun. I don't really understand any of it, but it's kind of cool. And like, I was getting kind of bored on the whole Apex Call of Duty scene and stuff, so I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just for the lulz, I'm gonna stream this game. Right? I no researched or anything about it, or like the category like I usually would for like if I was gonna switch to like Overwatch or something. Like I would figure out if that's even worth my time. But for this one, I was like, lol, whatever. I'm bored. I just want to play. That was like the best stream ever for like a long time. It was like, I was like, wow, okay, this game has like some viewers. Like this game's got a community, you know, like it's crazy. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'm making this a thing. So, and early on, everyone was, I guess they like to see brand new players, I guess, because they want to throw their 2 cents in. They're like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should summon on this, you should summon on that. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. You know, and I'm like, okay, like, I just want to play the game. But, anyways, so yeah, now it's become, now I kind of feel obligated to stream because I feel like I have a point of view that you guys don't have. No offense to anybody else, but I'm the weird guy, right? Like I don't like, you know, mainstream shit. I don't like the main unit that everybody else likes. You know, I like the weird like underdog characters that no one cares about. And I don't know, I just feel like I want to be the spokesman for those guys, for those units that no one cares about. So
I can safely say that there is nobody quite like you in the Dokkan community.
yeah,
No,
plus,
not even close.
plus I'm a fucking psychopath, so that's always fun.
I didn't say it.
like my streams, like obviously I curse. Warning, I'm an adult male. Get ready for that shit. But my streams are always fucking crazy and stupid, and we just fuck around. And, I don't know. It's just a fun time. Like, it's really not even for Dokkan. Like, people don't come to watch my channel for Dokkan, right? Most of the time, they're just there because it's funny, and we're stupid. And I make crazy statements like, "Oh, I'm skipping 5-year," right? and I'm serious. Like, I'm not summoning. I might do 1 multi each, call it a day. Like, I'm skipping hard. And people like to argue with me, and I love it. Like, I love the argument. People are all like, "You're stupid, Trevor. What are you doing? You have to summon. It's the best banner in Dokkan history." And I'm like, that's exactly why I'm not summoning, because it's too hype. right? I'm a hipster. It's too hype. I don't want it. It's too much. Like, you hyped it up too much. I'm moving on. So, I don't know, but I like the community. I think it's fun. I still try to stream, you know, like Apex and Call of Duty and stuff, because that's still me. You know, that's my roots of a streamer. Like, I just love playing those games. I've been a avid video game player for years now, so I'm not gonna just abandon everything for a phone game, right? Like, I still want to play my actual games, right? So, but yeah, I don't know. Dokkan's fun. People get really salty about shit, so that's kind of weird. But other than that, it's a fun time. Plus, I like you guys, I guess.
I guess.
Yes,
You know,
I
you're
guess.
They
okay.
look pretty cool.
You know, imagine all I thought of during that whole story was imagine being a big enough fan of Dragon Ball to sit around and want to pop bubbles.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty
That-
much it.
That's just an insult at all of you, not just Trevor. It's also an insult at myself because that's
Yeah,
what we're doing.
Honestly, I don't even. The gameplay is pointless.
Yep.
It's a waste of my life. Like, why? I'm just picking bubbles up. But I don't know. It's fun to. For me, it's fun to just make teams. I just love making teams. I love to get a new unit, and I'm like, ooh, what team could I put him on? You know, like, what weird shit can I do with this guy? That's. I don't know. That's my thing.
Yeah, it's not like how can I make this unit more busted?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just want to, because people get like, I don't know. I pull like I'm really happy just in normal summons, and I get like a regular unit. You know, like your guaranteed SSR. That's my unit. That's my bro. Whoever he is, I want him. So like I've been wanting units like AGL Broly. You know, forever. He's just the general SSR, right? But I've been needing him, and I finally got him on the Agile banner this most recent time. So
Yeah.
it's opened up so many doors for me, like so many teams, and like everyone else is all like, "Oh, I need the new Vegito and Gogeta," and like I hope I just pull some GSSRs on that banner. I hope I pull Kefla. You know, honestly, like that would be great. Like I need a Kefla hard.
See, I just picture Trevor and the AGL Broly as like Anna from Frozen with the one dude singing "Love is an open door." You know. I guess it's my turn then. What I find funny about this, and not to leave you out, Callow, you know, it's just funny how Alec and Anthony have the same kind of beginnings, and me and Trevor kind of have the same beginnings. Like, primarily before I started Dokkan last year, or started streaming Dokkan, I was playing Dokkan for a while. I was primarily an SAO streamer, so Sword Art Online, and Destiny 2. And I was, you know, not big in the SAO community as a streamer, but I got most of my people from there in Destiny 2. And then one day, like, I kind of just was sitting there, you know, I had been playing for a while and I'm doing whatever, and I was like, how do these guys even stream Dokkan or play Dokkan and have footage of it? Because I was watching, like, Nano, Rhyme, The Truth, Tiger, and I just kind of said one week, you know what? F it, let's try it. You know, what do I got to lose for it? And when it turned out to be my biggest stream yet, like, I was bewildered. I went up from 400 subscribers, 400 followers in January of last year to starting this year off with 1,200. And it blew me away. Like, I was just like, how did this community, like, just latch on, you know? And it made me realize that, you know, there's communities out there that not only are, like, wanting to watch people, but wanting to, like, help people. And honestly, the Dokkan community has been the more helpful community that I've been a part of, you know. And like I said, I was a part of the SAO community, which are very helpful as well, and the Destiny 2 community, which is toxic as all hell.
Yep, that's true.
And, you know, it just made me realize, like, how good of people we have around here. Like, obviously I met you guys, you know. Callow, my first time meeting you, I think you're an awesome dude. And, you know, meeting Bardock, Toon, Ningen, Pilk, Omnitoast, all those guys has been a wonderful blast. And then watching everybody else's helped me improve like how I stream Dokkan or how I play Dokkan. You know, I used to just give Kai's like at random and do whatever. I used to awaken just whatever units I thought were cool characters. You know, that's it. I didn't even look at abilities or anything like that. I didn't even know how leader skills worked when I first started playing Dokkan on stream. I was just playing to play. But then the more I streamed it, the more I realized like this game actually has strategy, and that's when I started diving deeper. And now like I have the mindset of whenever I go into a game, I actually try and strategize as best I can now. So like if it wasn't for you guys and all the people I watch, I wouldn't be able to play Dokkan the proper way. it actually, you know, like stream and be a part of a wonderful group of people and community that I've been a part of. So
I still don't play proper Dokkan, if it makes you feel better.
imagine playing Dokkan properly. Shut up, dude.
Yeah, dude, I literally, I did it just because I knew it was gonna make people angry and because I was making a team with it. I literally spent like 6 Kais to SA10, Spirit the AGL orb collecting trunks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the GT one?
Yeah.
6 guys. The chat was ballistic. It was great.
Oh my god.
That's what I do, man.
Oh, man. But yeah, so that's definitely a question for you guys up in chat. Like, why do you watch Dokkan streamers? I know that Alec posted up earlier, but just to kind of get it out there again, why do you watch, you know, us? Why do you watch other streamers? And you know, so on and so forth. This is also a good time to also transition into our Q&A. If you have other questions to ask us, feel free to ask us live in chat or in the Discord, whatever you feel is a wonderful time. I'm going to start it off with a question of myself, because obviously this kind of tied in with my explanation of like how I started out and how, you know, for me, I was an SAO streamer. If this were a different like thing and Dokkan was not the go-to gacha game, or sorry, let me rephrase that. My apologies. What anime would you like to see converted into a gacha game and be popular? Like, what do you guys see?
Has to be an anime?
If it had to be an anime, oh my god, Code Geass probably, if possible, and maybe even a Kame ga Kill also possible, but I don't think that would ever happen. But Code Geass maybe.
I'm gonna throw a curveball, and this would be the coolest fucking gacha game ever. You can't even at me. Gundam.
That's actually a really good one.
Wouldn't that be sick?
They technically
Like, oh,
technically have one, but it's not in the sense of like you can get Gundams. You have to get parts or whatever.
No, I'd want it like it is like on Dokkan.
Oh, okay.
Like you just like you summon and you get like Gundams, you know, like rarities and stuff. So I mean, there's Gundams, like there's so many different dudes. You could do it.
Alec, Callow.
Inuyasha.
Ooh.
you are.
I think they're actually doing a JP one. I think they're doing a JP one.
I think that Inuyasha has a large enough cast of characters, you know, especially if you include their villain of the week style, you know, where he's just killing demons or whatever, that you could make a decent gacha game out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could, and they, you know, kind of all progress, like as characters and gain abilities and stuff. Like technically, Inuyasha's got like moves. You know, I don't remember what they're called, but like his sword does different things. Like he'll
Wind
say
Scar,
whatever the
bro.
fuck. Yeah, Wind Scar. That's what.
God damn. You plebe.
Dude, it's, okay,
How
first
dare
off, that
you.
anime's like 30 years old. Second off,
Kaze no Kizu? What? Dragon Ball's like 30 years old, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, but
40,
like, it's-
almost 40 years old.
they still make it.
Oh
okay?
my god.
It's still relevant.
They're
Inuyasha.
making a continuation of Inuyasha. They just announced it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody's
It's like
kids.
Inuyasha's kids.
And Shishomaru's
No.
kids. Shishomaru had a kid.
Wait,
I want to know. I want the story
Why
of
do you
who
keep
got
doing
with
that?
Shishomaru.
Yeah,
That's the news.
who-
That's what I want.
That's
Who
the
was
story I need.
Shishomaru's wife or baby mama?
Watch it be Ren.
Oh god. Callow, and no, you can't use 7 deadly sins.
I was like, I'm pretty like content currently. But I would say if I had to add one, I'd be down with seeing like some MHA stuff or like Demon Slayer.
Yes, thank you.
I'd be down for some of that.
See, mine, I think a lot of people who have watched my channel know which one I want, because I've been a proprietor of either it getting a global released gacha game or a crossover with Dokkan Battle somehow, some way. MHA, My Hero Academia, deserves a good damn gacha game. It deserves it, and I don't care what anybody else says. It deserves a good gacha game. Right now is the time. Dokkan, crossover, now, do it. Please, give me what I want. But yes, My Hero Academia is definitely my overall pick as well.
They just have so many characters they can like dive into.
Yeah,
I've never
it,
seen it.
There's such a huge pool.
Never seen one episode.
it would be so. Trevor, I highly suggest it if you want to feel the Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah,
feels
people
a
tell
little
me all
bit.
the time.
Like, the only
Yeah,
reason
just-
why I like it is because within the first season, it gave me the Dragon Ball feel almost. And it was just like, those kind of like, those similarities, man. And then it would get my feels, and it made me cry a little bit. I'm not afraid to say it. Like, I get choked up on certain moments in that show, and I never get choked up on anime. I'm just like, eh.
You know what would be a dope ass gacha game? Power Rangers.
They have one.
What?
Yeah, they have one.
Oh yeah, there's
That
all
was a
kinds of
joke. That
there's
was
all
a
kinds of
joke.
Power Rangers mobile games, dude.
Take it away.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. So,
I know. I
should
think
have a
just
Legend
like
of Zelda
out of
catch.
pure fan, like there's not enough content from the series to make a mobile game out of it. Really, I don't think. But
For
I would
what?
love a Cowboy Bebop game.
ooh,
Ah,
that would be nice, actually.
that's such a good show.
Like I don't know, like maybe not even as a gacha game, just as a game. Give me something where I can fly around the Bebop and
Yeah, how is
know,
that not a game?
beat the crap out of people with Spike and Jet and like
That'd be
fly
sick.
the little skitter.
Dude, I already know
freaking
like the art
jets with-
style
with
that I would
Faye.
choose for that. So you guys ever played? There's a game on the Wii called. Give me a second. Give me a second. Mad World. It's called Mad World
Yeah,
on the Wii. It's all black and white, but the blood is red.
yeah.
That art style, but with color, I think that would be a really cool art style for Cowboy Bebop video game.
It would
Go-
be good.
Go look it up, chat. Go look it up. Worth. That game's great. First off.
So, all right, let's get to some other questions in chat, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And like I said before, with Alex saying earlier, tell us why you watch Dokkan content. So,
Well, we did have some responses in there that have kind of flown through chat here.
that's true. We have. Let's see. We had a lot of My Hero Academia. Thank you guys. You're awesome.
I only have one other friend who plays Dokkan. I mean, that makes sense. You want to share your interests with people. I mean,
Dude, yeah, nobody plays this game. Like in my real life, bro. Good luck.
My
played.
friends only started playing because I
never let
played
my
it.
friends play.
Like I'll
I mean,
be
I feel
talking
like
about
that's
it.
Yeah, I
Go
feel like
on.
that's what drives like people into like these formats, because now we have like a group of people that are together that can like do that. Because it's like I'm always like, gosh, I wish like any of like my IRL like friends would be like playing this game, because I could be just like, I don't know, just shooting shit at them when I pull a unit and they don't, because I'm like going crazy with it, or like they can just make me sad when they inevitably pull them first multi because they're lucky and I'm not.
I just I had one guy that I worked with who played the game, and like he'd been playing the game for like as long as you guys have, So when I first started, it was just all like, what do I do? What's a good team? Like, what? I need help. But yeah, it would be nice to have someone I could talk to regularly besides you guys. Now I can. I'm a content creator, so now anytime, I don't know, like to my own horn, but anytime I have a question, I can just talk to anybody I want about it. Somebody's on to talk about Dokkan with.
True. Chris Kobab, put out their favorite Dokkan Fest LR. Go ahead, guys, take it away. What's your favorite Dokkan Fest LRs?
Gone.
Yeah, go on. I mean, if we're talking about like just Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs, it's Gohan.
Yeah.
Trevor. Oh. Okay.
I don't like LRs, but I don't even know which LRs are Dokkan Fest and which ones aren't. So
3rd year anniversary LRs. Then there was the 4th anniversary Dokkan Fest LRs.
yeah, Super Saiyan 4s. So the Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4s.
And then Gohan and
Gohan and
Perfect Cell. And then
the new ones
that's it
that
so
come
far.
out. The new ones that haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that pool is so limited. Fuck all those units.
Oh wait, Go Bros 2.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I don't have Go Bros. Tech Broly doesn't count,
No.
right? Okay.
It's all Dokkan Fest LRs.
Okay. Well, of my choices, then I choose LR Baby.
That's
Still not a Dokkan Fest.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
Come on, Trevor.
All right. I guess
Say not.
so. I like LR Cell. A lot of people don't like him, but I think he's really
He's
cool.
very underrated.
He is
Yeah.
very
I think.
He is.
I use him all the time.
Yeah, like people gave him so much shade. I mean, it's like I wish that to transform he didn't have to be as low as he was, because it's just it's very dangerous.
Yep.
But barring that, like he's so good. Like it's kind of crazy.
He's a really good unit.
I can't wait to get him on 5th year.
Like his links could be better, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah.
I got a full Cell team because of him, so that's cool.
JMO?
If we're talking Dokkan Fest LRs, I could just keep saying when everyone asks what's your favorite unit, just look at the main unit on the overlay. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, hands down.
Yeah.
He's a good unit.
Fair enough.
See,
Yeah,
he's
he's not bad.
see, mine will always be LR Goku Vegeta turning into Vegito. That it's just more sentimental for me because I pulled that unit. I pulled 2 of him right off the bat on the 3rd year, and I was so happy. And then I pulled I pulled 1, and then I pulled 2 of them in another multi. So within like 4 multis, I had 3 copies of him.
Jesus.
So
Now
like,
I know why you love him so much.
He's
but
good.
yeah, I'm only 1 away from rainbowing him, by the way. I've always loved the unit. I think he's a great unit. He was a good start to the transformation units. And he's still top tier. Like, he may not be top 5, but he's still top tier, you know.
I mean, dude, he slaps.
He
I mean,
does.
I have mine only at 55%, and he hit like 3 mil yesterday. So
Yeah.
That unit is always going to be like good, like really good on any team. Like like he can't age out of being like useful in a team for literally one reason. He has a sensu bean mechanic. Like that heal can clutch. So many events. Like that mechanic alone will keep him relevant. Like
Exactly.
until the end of the game.
plus he has such
Exactamundo.
high, he has such high stats, like just base.
Yeah.
Like
is-
even if you're not running him on main rotation, like even if you're just throwing him off rotation every time, like it's worth having him there just because of that free heal.
Yep.
So. All right. Kenny McGee 94 asks, out of all the banners in the 5th anniversary, which ones have the most value for us? Trevor. Trevor.
Sounds about right.
Do those banners count? 'Cause I
Well, the Broly,
of all the banners.
the Broly and Rose are on the same banner.
what?
Yeah, they're on the same banner.
Holy shit, that's the best one. You kidding me?
See,
Extreme units are way better. Bad guys for the win.
See, I want the Rose, and that's probably the one I want the most. But for the more bang for my buck, is definitely gonna be the Vegito banner. I need Gohan. I'm more than happy to rainbow my Vegito and get, you know, start another copy if I get him. And obviously that Vegito slaps like a mofo.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat on that. I think the Vegito. Well, for me, I'm just trying to think of like if it wasn't my particular box, and I think then it's close. But for my particular, like, I have so many of the units on Gogeta's banners rainbow. I've pulled Gogeta's like a madman. But it's weird because the units that I don't have rainbowed on that banner, I really need like that. Like I think I only have a bottom right copy in my LR Gogeta, a bottom right copy in LR Cell, and
the life of a whale, right?
Yeah, but like for the other, yeah, for Vegito's banner, like Gohan, I have bottom right, top left. Vegito, I'm at 90%. But all of like, I think I only have 2 units on Vegito's banner rainbowed, whereas like Gogeta's banner, it's like I'm going in with like, you know, a 50-50 shot of getting a unit. I think it's like a 60-40 shot of getting a unit that I can use. Like, but I did recently do a fun or just an interesting thing where I'm setting up the units now for them to get easy 8 and making a super attack level 5 copy of them, so I can actually use the units again.
Wow.
Which is like, that's when you know you've gone really far.
That's
when
nuts.
you're like starting to do that, but it at least makes like, oh, I can pull a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and still like use it for something.
Yeah.
Instead of just instantly bobbing it.
Wow. I honestly, I'm gonna throw it out there. I hope I never get to that point.
It's not a fun
Ever.
point to be. It's really not.
I have most of the people just one copy. I only have one copy of most of the units on both banners. Right? I don't have Zamasu. But I'm pretty sure I don't have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I don't know what the banners are exactly off the top of my head, but I know I have most of them. And dude, 55 that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm never chasing dupes, ever.
I would say
I would never do that.
Yeah, if you're ever chasing dupes, I personally can never advise people going any farther than bottom right, top left. Like, if you get bottom right, top left, that unit is rainbowed for you. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, consider it rainbowed, move on.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
like,
after
the
that, you're
second you
increasing
rainbow 'em,
stats.
Yeah. The second you rainbow them, you're opening the door to, like, so much pain when you see that unit in the future.
Yep. I just recently rainbowed a couple of, like, just regular summonable ones, like, I got Evil Boo rainbowed, Tech Shenron, AGL West Supreme Kai, when she finally gets an awakening, holy fuck. Just like random stuff like that, like, and I'm cool with that. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing some work. I'm finally getting to be some good shit, rainbowing regular GSSR units. I literally, that's one of the reasons why I want to skip 5 years, because I really don't care. Like, the whole point is 2 units, and like, why? You know? Like, I wailed on Cell and Gohan because that was still kind of early on in my career, so I didn't have 90% of those units at all, right? So I was just happy with literally any multi. I was probably guaranteed to get something that I wanted, right? Like, guaranteed I'm getting some good shit. Either way. But I ended up pulling Cell. I spent 1,200 stones on Gohan, didn't pull him. So that was my last chase of a unit. I'm never chasing a unit again. Like, I'll go semi deep as far as I want, I guess, but I'm not gonna be like, I need that unit specifically, because chances are pretty high I'm not gonna get him. So that's just me.
I did a terrible thing and sorted by activation just to see, like, what the count was, because I got curious. A lot of Skittles in that box. I think it was, the end total was 141.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. I mean, congrats.
I didn't think it was that high. I was like, oh yeah, it's probably like 30 or 40. I mean, a lot of them I'm sure are free to play. Like, there's a good chunk of free to play units in there too. So like, that's very easy to like, boost the numbers on that. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It's like that for me too, so I feel that.
So
I think I'm at like 235. But like 80% of it's probably free to play.
yeah.
It's crazy.
so
I'm
Super
cool.
strikes, man. Super strikes.
Super strikes.
I still have to awaken a couple free-to-play LRs. Just I'm so slow on it. Oh well, it'll happen eventually. Such is like everything that I say at my channel.
Yeah, but eventually. Yeah.
All right. Next question comes from Prototype Gami. Favorite EZA unit?
My favorite EZA unit isn't out yet.
Favorite EZA unit currently?
I had
STR
already
usable.
answered. Yeah.
Golden Frieza, maybe.
Ooh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that one.
Tech?
Tech
right.
Golden Frieza.
Since okay.
I think so. Just defensively, he's a beast. He does pretty decent damage. I mean,
Yeah, he's good.
He's decent. I mean, if we want to base it on how much you use a specific character, then I mean, my most used EZA is probably the Exchange Goku Gohan.
If we go off most
oh
used,
my god, I forgot about that one.
oh man, I use Kid Buu probably every day of my life.
I was gonna 100% say it was Gold Vegeta Blue for me, but like that point on the Exchange Goku Gohan, ooh, that's a very strong point. Like that might, because he's literally tied to the hip of my LR Gohan. Like he's on that rotation every time.
See, for me, it's a tie between my original most hated unit being Physical VB and Janemba. I like both of them, and I use both of them constantly.
Janemba's so good.
Janemba's
I love
really
Janemba, but I never use him. I do use him, but it's just like I feel like it's like if I use Janemba, it's because I specifically needed to use the team that he's on.
So, all right, and then Ruho4 asks, what unit you wish got more categories?
Janemba.
Janemba is
Yeah.
definitely a good one.
Krillin.
Ooh, Krillin's a good one too.
Yeah, I just I don't know, dude. I'm part of the weird list too that I understand the way Dokkan does categories, but so I'm fine with most units categories. There's some kind of weird ones like Janemba should be in Otherworld Warriors, but that's the only one that I don't see any other category to put him on. Like
Yeah.
he's an Otherworld Warrior. That's it. I don't know what else you guys are reaching for, but like he gets one extra category, and he wouldn't even fit well on the team.
Yeah. I
So-
feel like LR Gohan should get more categories.
No.
Doesn't he have like 12 already?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I might be memeing a little bit on that one.
Like, are we asking if we
Might.
want to make new categories for units, or we want units that already exist to be on categories that already exist?
Yeah, I think it's just would have more categories. I don't think it's specifying like what categories they should have, but like
Like,
more teams.
there's only very few units that aren't on like appropriate categories. Like Dokkan's pretty good at what it puts in the game to be on categories that also has already put in the game. Besides like Cooler on the Revenge category, everyone gets mad at that, but that's only one extra category. Other than that, he's on everything else that matters. So like,
I think
I don't get the question. I don't like the question. Skip.
I think it's mainly just if a unit could be on more categories, which unit do you think deserves more
Yeah.
categories?
I mean,
And-
the sad part is Janemba's on 2.
Yeah, that's what.
Like,
if
yeah,
they
there's just-
if they would come up with more categories that Janemba could
Yes.
fit on, then I'd be happy. I'd be
They
like,
need
okay,
to
more
make
Janemba.
more categories. He couldn't be on any categories that already exist.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. They need to make some for him,
Yeah.
which I'll be down. I'm down with that.
We'll see when the Janimba Dokkan Fest comes out.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah.
next question is from Prototype Gami again. Favorite transformation unit?
STR Boo.
I hate transformations. most
Shut
of the
up.
time.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you hate STR Boo.
No. I like
I
STR
just
Boo. He's fine.
automatically
I just
expect it.
I particularly don't care for transformations because most of the time they change their links. And when I build my teams, I usually build it off of the links that are available right at the beginning. So units like transforming Agility Goku, transforming Tech Frieza, transforming Physical Vegeta, they're good units and I'm not knocking them. It's just I don't like the fact that they change their link skills as they change their forms. I understand why they do, I just don't like it.
Yeah,
But to
Freak is
fairly
the least
answer
of
your
those
question, Incel.
STR Cooler.
Oh shit, yeah, that's good. I
Of
was like,
course,
I don't
yeah.
know. Like, I really don't. I'm like desperately trying to think of which one. I want to lean, which is it's a really strange, almost unpopular opinion, but like, I have a really strange love for Ant Goku Black
Ah,
He's good.
that like a lot of people like don't like.
Yeah, I don't know
It,
why
it,
people
it is
don't
not a
like him.
popular opinion.
He just needs like 50% base defense on top
Yeah.
of everything else he does, and then he'll be the perfect unit.
I love his unit. Like, I love what all of his animations.
Oh yeah,
I understand that he's not really good, but like,
dude, he's
I just
really
really
good.
like him. Like, I really
Like-
like him.
He's really good. Like I don't
Yeah.
get why people don't think he's good. I mean, he's really good. I mean, he's got a really high chance to crit. He has
Yeah.
fantastic defense eventually. And his links are really good. Like he's links really well with his category, obviously. But he fucking slaps. The man's a goat. Okay? Like,
Maybe
he's
it's I
good.
just find him fun to use. Like,
Dude, watching that
maybe
holy
that's it.
black Kamehameha super attack
yeah,
gets me a little hard.
yeah.
It's great. Like, he's on the rooftop. Like I finished. I don't know. It's like the other day. Like I was testing him because the new merge CZA. Obviously he's the leader for my category that I'm running. But I don't know. Like he just finished, somebody off, and he's just standing on top of the building, like just looking down at the fucking decimation that he's caused. And I was like, yes, this is top tier Dokkan right here. So I totally agree.
Chris Kobab asks, which Dragon Ball character do you want there to be an LR of? One that's not already an LR. Followed by Tiggle Biddies 503 asking LR Bacterian when?
So okay, say the question one more time. You kind of cut out for me.
So, which Dragon Ball character do you want there to be an LR of? One that's not already an LR. And then Tiggle Biddies followed up with LR Bacterian when?
So LR specifically Dragon Ball Saga.
Yeah.
Specifically Dragon Ball. Me,
Master
oh yeah, Master Roshi would be hands down one. I would love to see a transforming Shin, or an active skill Shin, that is a world tournament leader. That transforms into Kami.
That'd be lit. That'd be lit.
Give world tournament a goddamn lead. Sorry, I'm not going
I've
on
got a
that tangent
feeling.
again.
I'm gonna answer for Alec, Garlic Jr.
He wasn't Dragon Ball.
I thought that we were just doing Dragon Ball though.
He's not in Dragon Ball.
Oh, is he really not? Is that like right after?
This is the first Dragon Ball Z movie.
Uh,
Yeah.
Right.
He still needs one though.
LR Ball.
No, I will straight up say that though. Garlic doesn't need Garlic needs his
Yeah.
LR.
I mean, he either needs an LR or a unit. Like, you give him a
Right.
unit, something.
Mm-hmm. Better Lord Slug, if we're talking Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, for Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah,
Lord
a
Slug.
non-grade ape.
Yeah, like one that's
Like
actually
giant
like
one?
Lord Slug.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's, I guess maybe either the Goku or the Piccolo from the last, like, World Tournament, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really
Oh.
have a huge unit on the list for me from that saga. Like, once we start getting into Z and, like, Super, I have a few that I can think of.
Are you guys ready for mine though? My actual Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, what I want from an LR?
Yeah.
Fortune Teller Baba.
Ooh.
Really?
As a support, as a support unit.
I respect
So
that.
Okay.
get this.
Okay.
Her ability, if she's on the team, she doesn't have to be on rotation, right? If she's just on the team and you are killed, you get one more turn. You come back at like 10% health. You have one more turn to beat the thing, and then it's over. So if you can beat it in that one extra turn, awesome. If not, you still lost.
Beat
I
the
think that would
phase
be-
or beat the whole thing?
Beat the whole fight. You get one
Oh.
more turn. You know, because she gives you 24 hours or whatever. She gives you a limited time to come back to life. Just be like, all right, you come back, you get one
Okay.
more turn. Let's do this.
Ooh, that would be
That'd be-
fun.
That'd be nutty, dude.
That'd be like a Last Stand in Call of Duty when you're just kind of sitting there, you know.
Oh, well, here's the
I
question
wonder
though.
if they did something with like maybe because I feel like that mechanic would end up getting like really underused. But what if it's like you have a certain defensive buff, but you are at an extremely low health percentage, and if you survive, you get to continue. Like where you have to.
I just want to see
So-
different mechanics. So
Ultimate question: would she be on last resort?
I could see her on Last Resort just because of the fact that you get the one turn thing, but
That
is
literally
The mechanic makes me think about the
Yeah,
last
she gives
resort,
you a last
but I
resort,
feel like
so-
her as a character,
Yeah, her.
It-
Her.
I
as
could see
character.
them putting her in or not. I could see them doing either case, and there's reasons for both.
Joker just asked with that if you had double leads of her though, would you get 2 rotations? I think so. I think that'd be funny.
maybe, I don't know. Maybe they would restrict it to where if it happens when she's on rotation, then you get an extra turn.
Oh yeah.
And then if you had 2 of them, then you might be able to like squeak that out. So then the next turn comes up, she's there, you die, but then you come back again. I don't know.
Maybe they
I
make it to
see
where she
I
has to
feel like
take
it would
the
be
hit.
once per unit.
once per fight. Yeah,
Yeah, once per unit per fight.
yeah.
Or, yeah.
knows?
PH Boyo asks, do you think we will be getting a transformation Gohan and Bojack from the Bojack movie?
I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously at some
It's
point.
a matter of
they're
time.
not- yeah. I mean, like eventually there will be like a super dope Turtles, you know.
Right. Not anytime soon, but then again, you guys could literally ask the question, do you think we will get on whoever? And whoever that character is, if they are in Dragon Ball for more than 2 episodes, as long as this game goes on long enough, we could see that character.
Yeah, of course they'll come around at some point.
I mean, you could say the same. Do you think you're gonna get a UI Goku soon? Nope. Oh, never mind. JK.
Yeah.
Surprise! Here he is.
My wife says farmer with shotgun.
Farmer
Yeah.
with shotgun every time.
You gotta imagine that that's gonna happen eventually.
It'll be
LR Global-
nice.
How much is being me?
I think it'll be an SSR, you know, that goes to UR.
Yeah.
There's no tur, and it'll be an April Fools. That's
Hell
what
yeah.
honest opinion. That's what I think's gonna happen.
Speaking of April Fool's jokes, Prototype wants an LR Global Gang card.
Hell yes. I'm totally down. Somebody right now in the comments, make a Global Gang LR card with how you feel it should go. Do it. Post it in the Global Gang Discord.
Greatly raises defense on super. Buffs allies attack by 50% for 3 turns. That's a super attack. Passive. Attack and defense plus 300%. Per turn, stacking up to 1500.
I at least call the quote for the base super attack being like, "Here we go, my dudes."
Would it just be like,
Their passive will have a 25% chance of becoming completely distracted.
Okay,
and
here's the
getting ready to
question.
end Fights.
here's the question. Is it
50% chance of being
all,
stunned.
is it like us 4? You know? Like on a card and like all 4, like a Team Bardock card? You know, like we're all doing our own little attack? Or is it like just our logo just slapping you in the face? Like a giant globe just comes and hits you.
Ooh, there we go, Benji. Why not have the Global Gang podcast Twitch be the leader and you have all individual cards?
Hey.
Hey,
there you
that'd be dope.
Dude, my card would be lit.
My passive skill would be called highly ineffectual. And
Alex, a support unit.
after I transform, it'd be somewhat less ineffectual. I don't know.
Mine would be called Hyped on Caffeine.
Mine would just be called Do the Do,
Dude,
probably.
I wouldn't even know what mine would be, to be honest with you.
I can't believe I woke up for this.
Oh.
Anthony's would be his pass would be like a great chance to evade, because he's not here very often.
Yeah, probably be that one to be honest. I'd be the dodge unit.
That'd be the dodge unit.
Freaking Ichigo and Benji with the 2. Ty's active skills: 4 give me, 5 give me. Benji, Point. Kenny McGee 94 with another question. Which units do you wish would have farmables SA fodder from story events? I love this question. Absolutely love this question. Beers,
Dude, Beerus for sure.
Beers is a definite one.
Number one.
Like,
After that, I want a free-to-play Janemba card, like a good free-to-play Janemba. Like, I don't even think there is one at all, but I think there needs to be one.
I don't think there's a free-to-play one. There's that blue SR one, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to count him, you
I
can
mean,
count him, but
You
I
can
don't.
We don't
use it for
talk about
super attack.
Yeah, I want free-to-play.
so we got three Beeruses. Callow, JMO, what do you guys think?
Oh boy.
That's
I don't know. I didn't have one that like stood out like right. I mean, I can say as I was getting this UI Goku, I wish there was an easier obtainable God Goku at the time,
Oh, definitely.
because
Maybe-
I looked at that, I was like, nah, I'm not bothering with that.
No
Just
way,
instantly
yeah.
clear time. I was like, nope.
Ooh, you know what would be a really good one? I'm gonna throw on my third one. A farmable perfect cell.
Oh yeah.
Because there's like 4 perfect cells in the game that you can't farm SA for.
Yeah,
Right, because they're
that's very true.
perfect cell and not
They're
cell
perfect
perfect
cell.
form.
Just pick a
Exactly.
first form, any LR. That's what I want. Easily
Right.
obtainable. Because those things destroy your guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we all know, we can all be happy with when LR Jiren finally gets an LR, he'll have a farmable
Yeah.
SA. So that's all that matters. You know?
Yeah.
No, because what they're gonna do with that is they're gonna make it the Kid Jiren from the flashback as the base form.
It'd be like Jiren with the
Just,
Pride Troopers at the start.
just so you can't farm his super attack.
Actually, this is totally like super late on the topic, but this just like I don't know, the idea just re-hit me. For like that UI Goku, one of the things that I was like a huge selling point on is like, this man's only gonna get better with time. Cause like we all know, like the inevitable MUI LR for like probably a year anniversary of sorts, whichever one it be, whether it be year 6, year 7, whatever, is bound to happen, and they're going to have a perfect link set, like borderline perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I am. Oh my gosh.
The question is like how different would they be? You know,
Not
like they
very.
both be evade units. They both do the same thing. They both be LRs.
So
they both
one
be-
thing.
I mean,
This is kind of a pipe dream for me, but he has some sort of. It's back to the same thing, but some sort of defensive support since he actually defends like his friends, like right before he does that like super attack.
mhm.
Like that he blocks. Like I don't know. What if he get? Oh my god, that's so stupid. That's so broken. It can't happen. But I don't know. They've done crazier things, but he gives like your rotation like guard, or like 30% defense to the rotation, or what?
Yeah, something.
JMO, did you want to say yours out loud?
I pretty much just typed it. So honestly, maybe it's a better Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 2 Goku probably, and a better Super Saiyan Teen Youth Gohan, if you will,
True.
because
Yeah,
like.
The one
Because
that
I'm still very hyped. Like, if we get an LR transforming Gohan and Bojack, getting a free-to-play one that you can farm the LR super attack for Gohan would be really neat.
True, true.
I mean, the BoJack movie one he drops as an SR, right?
Well, yeah, he starts as base form, and then you have to like awaken him to Super Saiyan.
No. He drops as an SR Super Saiyan.
Oh no, yeah, he used
Gohan.
to drop as a rare.
Yeah,
Now
he used
drops-
to drop as an
I mean, maybe one that's not an SR though. You know, like an
I mean,
an
that is
actual
kinda
like
lame.
SSR. Like, if an SSR one came out and he was like the sub lead or like the free to play sub lead to the Super Saiyan Gohan if
Oh,
they were to
yeah.
ever release a summonable one would be really nice.
No.
And then a Super Saiyan 2 Goku because I feel like there's like no way to farm any of their fucking supers.
No,
Yeah.
no, there's not.
No, you could. I mean, if you is that tech free to play Super Saiyan 3 Goku? Does he go to Super Saiyan 2 at any
No.
point?
No.
It goes
Super
straight from
Saiyan to
Super
Super
Saiyan to
Saiyan
Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
What a motherfucker, dude. Damn.
Last two questions for the stream, guys. GNR Joker asks, biggest question, why is transforming physical Vegeta and SSGSS Vegeta both on siblings bond? Because of the fact that he has a brother.
Yeah, Tarble.
Mhm.
Tarble.
Yeah, Tarble's the thing.
Yep, Tarble is a thing, guys. Super Saiyan 4 Tarble win? I don't know. We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And then Tiggle Biddies 503. Here's a question: should Jiren from the Tournament of Power be considered a super or an extreme unit? I actually like this question.
Well, I mean, he is a super in the game.
True, but
But-
should he be?
I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a
Well-
hero of justice.
Keep in mind that your morality doesn't dictate super and extreme, because we've got a good Majin Buu that is extreme type.
True.
But I think that's the weird one. I think that. Yeah, I
feel like
personally
they
think.
could, but I suspect that they'll just keep with the trend, and they'll just keep him
Like,
super.
it feels like he should be extreme because he's fighting Goku, you know? Like, and anybody who fights Goku's a bad guy most of the time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so we just like naturally just want it to be extreme, right? But I don't think he as a character is a bad dude. So I'm cool with it.
JMO with liked one question, so I guess we do have to circle back to it. El Shugesh 20, when is the Global Gang Podcast chocolate bar coming out?
Soon.
To give you a more definitive answer than soon, let's get the channel up and running first before we start worrying about putting the Global Gang Podcast on confectionaries.
I have a good other answer for that as well. To be released.
Okay, real quick because Levi's calling me out.
Just like the leader skill.
Real quick, let's just think about this whole tournament of power thing. Okay, keep in mind I haven't seen Super, but I will tell you, technically, aren't we all bad guys? We're all trying to kill the other universes, right? That's the whole thing. We're trying to survive. So Jiren doesn't want to specifically kill Universe 7 characters. He just wants
Well,
to not be dead.
See, this comes from you not watching Super, because there is a scene in which Jiren loses his temper, and he's like, "Fine, you wanna tell me that your friends are your source of power? I'll just take out
Oh.
your friends."
Yeah, that was a dark moment for Jiren.
I mean, okay, low blow, but I'm just saying.
Low
He
blow.
just wants to live. He is trying to save his entire universe. Cut the man some slack. Right?
he kind of shattered his like whole morality of that, like pretty much his world shattered around him, and he just like lost his mind.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't though?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's be real here. I'm just saying, Goku is also killing universes. So whoever universe lost to him, he killed an entire universe, technically.
True.
Right.
It was his fault. I'm just saying it.
But
Technically, it's all Goku's fault. If Goku would
Really, the entire tournament of power besides 17 is extreme type. Spoilers.
so, all right. So with that, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and obviously thank Mr. Callow Gaming for coming on. Don't forget, guys, to check him out on his Twitch channel and on his Twitter. Once I actually get it back up, because for some reason my stuff wants to be dumb. Gosh darn it, dude. I hate Google Chrome
Anytime, it's an
sometimes.
absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, it was
definitely
really nice
for
having you, dude.
Yeah, like, you're awesome. Don't ever
Yeah, I
let
guess you're
anybody tell
okay.
you otherwise. And then obviously you can check out all of us on our social media platforms. You know Alec, obviously, he's our boy. You know, you get. Oh wait, son of a. Please.
You and your commands, man.
I'm just messing up, man. Check out Alec right there, obviously. Check out our boy, Trevor is on guard, because he's always on guard. And then, obviously...
I will kill you.
Obviously.
And then, obviously, Anthony J-Bo right there. Of course, you can always follow me as well on everything.
I'm new.
He is new. He is new. Then obviously, check me out on my social media. You can also check out all the Global Gang podcast stuff on each one of those links. It's phenomenal. And then of course, you gotta always check out the wonderful YouTube channel where we post every single Global Gang podcast thing. I will make sure this time, Alec, to download it right away. So I'm not an idiot this time. And then obviously, Trevor has been such a wonderful person to provide awesome merch where you can buy your favorite Global Gang podcast panelists, specific t-shirt. Obviously, you got me with the God Goku, J-Mo with the SSJ4 Goku, Alec with Cumber, and then of course, Trevor with Super Boo. And then...
Boo is best boy.
Yeah. And then, really quick, what do we all got planned for this week? Callow, go ahead and start us off on that.
For this week, let's see. In a few hours, I'm going to hopefully not get shafted on Blue Demon Meliodas' banner over on Grand Cross. Outside of that for this week, I'm making up the videos that are going to be going up as I go. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to be obviously the summons that happen here in the next couple hours. Then I think I came to a realization that I feel like Realm of God Super Battle Road with the release of this UI Goku is very doable with no items.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be a matter of luck, so I think I'm going to take that on as like a series that I've wanted to release called like Challenge Chalice. So that could be a fun thing where I just basically take on challenges provided by the community and just see if they're either A, even doable, or B, like if I can like actually succeed. After that, I think I'm still figuring it out. Oh, I'll probably cover the Rosés, yeah. Duh.
That's a given.
Yeah. Then I don't know. After that, yeah, I'm still figuring it out.
Bet. And then, obviously from our panelists, Alec, what special stuff you got going on this week?
Just my normal streams, 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Probably going to be Dokkan. There might be a Fallout 76 in there. Who knows?
J-Mo?
Probably going to get back into streaming tomorrow. I didn't stream yesterday because I ran on 3 hours of sleep. Long story short, I just haven't been feeling that well. So I'm trying to still get things figured out with me personally. So if you guys notice that I'm not around as much, even like I mentioned earlier for the past couple, Global Gang podcasts, there's been reasons as to why I couldn't be on any of those episodes. I would love to have been, but I will keep you guys informed, obviously, through most of my streams, which happen every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, unless I make an announcement that I am not streaming on any of those days, which I go live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. So other than that, nothing else is going on for me.
Perfect. Trevor?
Well, I should probably make a YouTube video at some point, sometime. It's been like a month.
Yes.
So
I know the feeling.
probably gonna do. I know I keep saying like Hybrid Saiyans is gonna happen, but I don't. You know what? It's not happening. Just don't even think about it anymore. I'm gonna make free to play Pure Saiyans, super this time because I already have an extreme, so I'll make a super video. I assume Thursday. Just be looking for Thursday. Also, giveaway still happening. So, if you guys didn't know, on Twitter I was doing a poll for which Dragon Ball Z movie collection to give away. So by a slight margin, the Gogeta movie collection, with Gogeta, with the Janemba movie, it's got Tapion movie, and one other one I can't think of right now. Broly. I want to say Broly movie, Second Coming, and Bio Broly I think are on that one. So that movie collection will be a giveaway. I will be doing the giveaway on my next time that I host, which will be June 23rd. That'll be also the Global Gang Podcast. We'll be doing a giveaway on June 23rd when I host. So you can skip the other ones beforehand, but make sure you come for mine. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, we're doing a giveaway for that. So all you have to do is be there for the. You just gotta be there. Be there. Be square.
Yes.
Other than that, I'm trying to get good at Apex again, so we'll be streaming some of that. Caustic main. Okay, bye.
So for me, guys, obviously a little bit later, I'm going to be streaming some Minecraft Dungeons that just came out today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I might stream with some UEG peeps. And then obviously later is going to be another UEG stream with Halo Master Chief Collection. We're going to be playing some custom games. If you have an Xbox, thinking about joining UEG, by all means, let me know, and I can get you set up and everything. Besides that, nothing too crazy going on. I might be streaming a little bit later this week the Rose Easy A, because that's my boy. And other than that, that's it from me. Alec, you seem to have another special announcement. Now, last week we had a guest announcement for the 5th year podcast. So, Alec, I hear you have some more good news for us.
Oh, yeah. So, we're going to do another guest announcement this week for the 5-year anniversary hype show, June 30th. Premiering on twitch.tv/Global Gang Podcast. That's going to get easier to say as I go. I swear to God it will.
GGP!
So we've already announced General Bardock. Along with him will be our liege, true royalty, the Masked Ningen.
There we go.
Lit.
So he will be making his first return, because he was here a few months ago. This is the first time Masked Ningen's come back. Yep. So he'll come back and he'll be hanging out with us and General Bardock and our 2 other mystery guests.
Mystery.
There'll be a mystery until we announce them over the course of the next couple weeks.
Yeah, so the next 2 weeks, guys, we will be making an announcement. Well, for the next while, we'll be making announcements for the 5th year podcast. So stay tuned for every podcast if you want to know everything that's going on. Hell, post something in the Reddits, and make the little thingies where it's like, what's Global Gang gonna do? Get that hype going for everybody, guys. So obviously huge shout outs to the people who followed the channel near the end. We got Daniel2461, Milan Full TV 11, Chris Kobab, GNR Joker, and Joe Nash 733. Thank you guys for the follows. Definitely Nick Schneider. Thank you again for the raid, my dude. Always awesome to have you around for the podcast. And then obviously the host from Joe Nash as well. Thank you for the host. So next week, guys, for the next podcast, we will be having Alec hosting the podcast Tuesday, June 2nd, noon, Eastern Standard Time. Kane Zell, thank you so much for the follow, my dude. But
Did
yes.
you just become William Shatner?
Yes.
For a second?
Whoa.
Next episode
Sorry,
will be Alan on.
Getting some more follows going on. I'm sorry. I was like, ugh. Makatsu Red and Kane Zale, thank you so much. But yes, next week will be Alec Hunter hosting on his channel at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the guest will be... Alec, do you want to say it or do you want me to say it?
Okay, so the guest next week is kind of an up-in-the-air situation. It's Slow Plays, and we are currently planning for Slow to be our guest next week. However, with some stuff that he has going on, he can't 100% commit that he's going to make it to that time. So we've blocked off that day for him. So it's either going to be Slow Plays or it's just going to be the 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So just so you guys, I wanted to try to get him in, and scheduling with him in particular has been rather difficult. I know we've flexed out and gone to other days for some other people, and we thought about trying that with him, but he's so busy that his schedule just doesn't work anywhere.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that Slow is able to make it, because I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100%.
Alrighty. So, once again, to everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. Callow, thank you so much for being on the Global Gang Podcast, my guy. Deeply appreciate you being here.
You.
And
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's been a blast. I don't know why I started singing there.
hey, I don't know why it was William
Right.
Shatner just a little bit ago. So
I don't know why you stopped singing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you were.
And hey, if you happen to be catching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stupid stuff that YouTube says you have to do. in order to
Here it
get it.
is.
Notification
Yeah, comment.
bells, please.
Ding, ding,
Check-
ding, boys, let's go.
Turn on that bell. But yeah, guys, thank you so much once again. Have a wonderful rest of your weeks. We will see you guys next Tuesday. Later, my dudes.
All right, bye.
Alec, Jambo, Callow, say bye.
Bye.
No.